All right. Thank you very much, people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all. I guess everybody can hear me. How are you guys doing today? Today is 22nd of May, 2023. Yes, we are back here again. It's another wonderful day. Yes, like I said before, we are not going to give up. No retreat, no surrender. No retreat, no surrender. We are not going to give up. We are going to continue with this wonderful journey. We were robbed in the broad daylight. The world is watching. Help us to like and share is a live broadcast. The live broadcast, let's talk about the things that's affecting you and I.
Ever since the presidential election, notice that we have been consistent in our demands on behalf of Nigerians that the right thing should be done in the courtroom. For those of you who have followed the antecedents of our judicial system, what we've had in recent times, the confidence in the Nigerian people has been submerged as it affects the judiciary. But with what the judiciary is trying to work on currently, is the image. The judiciary is the one on trial. And we are here to constantly remind the judiciary to do the right thing. As you are aware, the two courts are sitting at the same time. The Supreme Court is sitting on the case of the double nomination of Shettima. And secondly, the appeal court is also sitting today in regards to the adjournment of Saturday, the presidential petition hearing of the Peter Obi this case against Tinubu, APC, and INEC. Both courts are on session. We are here to remind them, not to make them trepidate, not to instill trepidation in them, but to give them the courage for them to do the right thing without the fear of whose cause is lost. So that is one of the reasons why we are here. More especially the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court ruling means a lot to our judicial jurisprudence. Whatever the court decides on that case will go further to either mark our legal jurisprudence or elevate our judicial jurisprudence. And we have always been on the path of truth. And we believe the Supreme Court will give a landmark judgment on the double nomination issue. So, okay, how long we're going to be here? We're going to remain here until Nigerians get justice. Yes. Justice is what we want.
Yes.
In every frontiers. Yes. We're going to remain here until a new Nigeria is rebirthed.
Yes.
We're going to remain here until we have something close to an egalitarian society. Yes. We are going to remain on the streets of Abuja until the right thing is done.
Yes.
We're going to remain here until our green passport within the Committee of Nations will become one of the best passports, international passports around the globe. We will remain here. That almost battered image of the Nigerian people must
be redeemed,
restored, undergo laundry for a true and a better Nigeria.
Yes. While you were demonstrating, the people
we say that is a setback on our judiciary. That is a setback as it affects the judiciary in this country. Why would you do something? What that means something is already happening with the way things are going. Only Saturday here we commended the justices for what they've done so far. Why would you strike out a live coverage to live stream? That it doesn't happen. We have a nascent democracy to protect, and we have to be the bastion. We have to be seen as a bastion of hope, of democracy in Africa.
And Nigerians need to know what is happening.
The powerhouse of East Africa did a live streaming on their presidential petition. Even South Africa. Why would Nigerian judiciary expunge that and try to stroke out such case? That is a setback. And the Free Nigeria movement is frowning at it. And we are going to take it up with the judiciary in this regard. We are not happy with it. That is a colossal loss. That is a cataclysm in our judicial system.
Thank you. All right, so let me ask you, what's your stand on the May 29 inauguration? Should they go ahead with the inauguration?
We are watching. We believe the judiciary will do the right thing.
before May 29. The right thing is to be done before anybody is sworn in as president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So we believe the Supreme Court, together with the appeal court, will do the right thing as it affects. We are already aware that some individuals and the residents of Abuja have had a case in that respect. So commenting on it might be sub judice. So let us allow the court to decide on that.
All right, thank you so much.
So,
All right, guys. Yes, we'll come back to the court again. I would like us to take on this wonderful message that lots of Nigerians are in the area, rather in the circle of the court right there, but they're not allowing us to even get close to the court at all, talk less of coming inside the courts. The question still remains: why is the judiciary avoiding or preventing Nigerians from seeing what they are saying inside the court? We requested for a live telecast. They rejected it, right? They rejected it because APC rejected it and INEC rejected it. But what about the people? Do they care about the people? How did these people actually carry the people along? You know, they are not responding to our demands. We want to see what is happening inside the court. Ekweremadu was sentenced the other day. I played the video here on this platform, how the United Kingdom, UK, sentenced Ekweremadu, his wife, and every affiliated offenders to prison. But why is our own different? Like I said, if you don't have anything to hide, we shouldn't even deliberate on this at all to live broadcast the hearing or the pre-hearing. But because Nigeria is a fraudulent country where we have so much fraudulent leaders, politicians, when it comes to live telecast, obviously they will kick against it. That is where we find ourselves right now. We are here after they have filtered everything. They have decided what they want us to see. Later on, they'll come and give us update. It's just like throughout the campaign season, Tinubu did not grant any interview with any Nigerian media. Atiku granted only one, but it was an edited video. There was no live interview from none of them. The only one Atiku granted was a live edited video. Then they posted it. We started deliberating on it. Peter Obi was in series live broadcast. Series. We can't continue like Nigerians. What do you want? You are hindering yourself, your future, because of ethnicity. This man is from my village, or the pastor is whatever. Forgetting that you are destroying your future. You are destroying the future of your children. You will die. The decision you take today, your children will grow up to come and suffer it. Judiciary, all eyes on you. Yes, all eyes on you. Please make the right decision. We are not threatening you. We are telling you there is a global eyes on Nigerian judiciary. It's right there on the screen. All eyes on you. The world is watching. The whole world is watching, not just Nigerians. Guess what, guys? The famous actor, before we start listening to people, because we're going to go back to the court shortly, I'm going to continue to update you all. The famous actor, Ghanaian actor, John, is it John Domelu, or let me look at his name.
Yes. John Domelu, yes. I saw the
yes, thank you. John Domelu, look at what John Domelu wrote about us. John Domelu said, it was reposted by Chimamanda Obi. John Domelu said, unquote, from 29th of May, 2023, pictures of a drug dealer will be on the walls of every office in Nigeria. as president. A sad day for the West Africa. John Dumelo, Ghanaian actor. Not be me talk this one, Nana. And not be you talk him. The person we talk is not even a Nigerian. My people, do you know how much that we affect not just you or me, but us as Nigerians? Remember, even before this day, carrying a Nigerian passport, you don't have any single respect anymore all over the world. Quote me wrong. I'm not even saying that in Europe, all over the world, you don't have respect carrying Nigerian passports. So think of what this will cause to you as Nigerian, including you that is clamoring that you want APC back. Statistically, we came out 2 days ago. How many people that died in the regime of Buhari? According to the Buhari regime, they admitted that 60-something thousand people died. Right? 60-something, right? 60-something thousand people died in their regime. What a
excluding military officers.
Exactly. What a shameless people. Now, according to our own statistic, more than 2 million people died for the past 8 years in Buhari regime. More than 2 million. But let's work with their own figure. For Buhari and his satanic group of people to come out to say, no, you know, reach 1 million, now only 60-something thousand die. My people, what do you call that? If you are APC person, you are listening to me now, how do you justify that? What about if, for example, your child was amongst those 60-something thousand that they are admitted that died? Your son was in there, your daughter, your wife, your husband, your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, or maybe even you. You come on air to tell us that, no, the APC we want because you have your village person as a candidate there. Forgetting that nothing, absolutely nothing can ever come out of APC to be positive. Nothing. If Jesus Christ go to APC today to become president, APC, in fact, many of us will go against our lovely Jesus Christ. Because there is something in APC and PDP that can never make Nigeria work, even though now you hold a pass for the whole world. In fact, if me, myself, while they talk to us, so go come out as come out inside APC and PDP, I will fail you people. Because my original or initial intentions was clear to help the people. But once you get there, they don't give you that oath. Drink, make you drink. You are finished. You will disappoint the people. You don't have no choice. Nothing good can ever come out of APC or PDP. We need a new Nigeria. A lot of people are dying every day. A lot of people are suffering in Nigeria. We can't continue to deceive ourselves. If the judiciary is already denying us a live telecast, what do you call that? Let me prioritize the people in Nigeria to talk to us before I take you guys back to the court. Thank you very much, my people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all. If you know you're here, let me go to Mr. Emmanuel Maga. Mr. Emmanuel Maga, sir, where are you joining us from? Good morning to you, sir.
From Kaduna, sir.
From Kaduna, wonderful, sir.
Yes, sir. I just want to appreciate you massively. You are doing a massive job. My wife is in the UK. I guess because of work, she's not able to join, but we're together, perfectly together with you. God will keep and strengthen you, taking over, taking upon yourself this movement, this fight. And we're going to win in Jesus' name.
Amen. Amen.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. God bless you, sir. I'll come back to you.
All right, sir.
All right. Let me see. Okay, I believe Wilfred Nosa. Please tell us, where are you joining us from? Wilfred, no, sir, can you hear me? Okay, it's obvious that the Mr. Nusa, Wilfred, you hear me? You
Yes,
hear
sir.
me? Okay, where you
Yes.
join us from? Where you dey?
I'm joining from Benin.
From Benin, wonderful. Talk to us. What is your concern over this broad daylight robbery?
Hello, sir.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you better now.
So what is your take over the broad daylight robbery by APC, INEC, Tinubu, and all?
I am not happy with it personally, and I am adding my voice to the voice of every Nigerian to make sure they do not prevail.
Okay, wonderful. But what is the preparation? What are you guys planning towards the 29th of May? Are you guys just going to fold your arms and eat pounded yam and egusi soup and sleep? Or what is the plan? What is the atmosphere of the Edo people right there?
Here in Edo, we are not happy, but we are just waiting to see how everything turns out in court. We are waiting to hear how everything will turn out, and we are expecting, according to the agitation, that it's being made public, being televised publicly, so that we know what is going on in there.
Okay, all right. I'll come back to you. Sir, Mr. Nusa. All right, you can see that is our brother right there, Nusa Wilfred. He's struggling. He's already at work now. You guys can see that the work the gentleman is doing there is POS work. You see, government doesn't know if people like this exist. You know, if you find out now, he will have a wife, have children. He used the money to look after himself, his family, and others. The government failed us. This is a country where we have, still as we speak, we have 30,000 naira minimum wage. As we speak, 30,000 naira minimum wage. Tell me what 30,000 naira can do for the people in Nigeria.
Many states are not even paying it to Mr. Elvis.
Can you imagine? Can you just imagine? So the same thing that I stated earlier on about the live telecast, that is what Mr. Nusa Wilfred just stated. A lot of Nigerians are expecting to watch it live, the judgment. But APC and satanic Mahmoud Yakubu said never. Said no. They will not allow that. Let me see if we have another person here from Nigeria, joining us from Nigeria. Although, let me see. Chukonoso will prioritize you as Nigeria again, you know, because you're already part of us.
Yeah, of course. Good afternoon, Mr. Elvis and my fellow panelists. Yeah, it's really a sad day because I've already been able to see only one video. So from the court this morning, and
yes,
we know, and we were, of course, I was not surprised. We knew that these people, the Court of Appeal, was going to succumb to APC and INEC's request of blocking the live telecast. The truth of the matter here is that the court, just the way INEC supposed to be a neutral umpire, the court is actually a harbinger of justice, to serve justice. So they don't have any interest for blocking the live telecast. See, democracy is all about the people. Abraham Lincoln defined it. So the people, if you look at the definition of democracy, the three legs of definition, they didn't mention politicians. They didn't mention government officials. In the three legs of definition of democracy, it's all about the people. So as long as democracy is all about the people, it's really sad that the court is now playing the scripts that has been written down for them. So it's really sad.
So are you aware that as we speak right now, the whole Nigeria, no video where you can see what is happening in
I said since morning, since around 8 o'clock, I've been searching my YouTube. I only saw one video just about let me say about 1 hour ago before I saw the one you played on Niger Watch. So we really know that they were going to block that live telecast. But I think the protest the only hope we have now is the Abuja residents, because You can't protest in Lagos. If you protest in other part of Nigeria, apart from Abuja, it goes to no issue. The only protest that will be meaningful and that will carry weight is the one that will be done by the Abuja residents. And that protest should now be okay since you have blocked live telecasts with a tenable reason or without any tenable reason. That's not the problem. The problem now is that the court will have to now make a provision to accommodate as many Nigerians that are willing to attend the hearings. So that is the only. So the court should make a provision. Not so. According to Kenneth Okonkwo, it is a court, a court of law. COURT. It's not a secret court. CULT. So that is that. And look at Kenya. Look at South Africa. So really, that is where the direction of the agitation should be. So they must make a provision for as many Nigerians that want to come live to look at what is happening. Because in the constitution, we have the rights. So they should they should look for a big hall. I think that is just the only way now.
How can the court listen to APC, Tinubu, and the satanic INEC and disregard the demands of the people?
Yes, that is why we keep saying it. Democracy is only once you exclude the people. They just like North Korea, their official name is DPRK, Democratic People's Republic of Korea. But there's nothing democratic about North Korea. So we are Nigeria and North Korea, as far as I'm concerned, and as far as what the reality is concerned, we're not different from North Korea, Kim Jong-un's regime. So it's the same thing. So I want democracy just like the one of North Korea, because you are excluding the people. The people doesn't count. You've not won the people. So the people doesn't matter to you. So is it the lawyers or the lawyers of INEC, Labour Party, PDP, and APC, and Shetima and Tinubu that matters? They don't matter. P2B doesn't even matter. It only matters a little. It is we, the Nigerian people, that matters, because democracy is all about us. So if you exclude the people from democracy, you don't have democracy anymore. What you have is autocracy. So that is I don't know if you still give me more time to talk, or you come back to me.
Go ahead, talk to us if you have more.
So the ruling really is very sad, like I initially said, but it didn't come as a surprise to me, because what they pasted on Saturday on their door showed that they don't want any gadget, electronic gadget and handset and what have you. It shows where the ruling will go, the direction of the ruling on Monday, and which they have done. So it's really sad. And what it means is that the court is now compromised, or at least they've told the whole world that they are now compromised. And the reason is because they are even, you see, they've not sworn this Tinubu in, and they can't even mention his name. So, and again, we will not, honestly, this case will really be slowed down, because even when the proper hearing begins, you will now be seeing some commotions on the road that the satanic APC, INEC lawyers will be bringing on board. But if it will be a live broadcast, those lawyers will be ashamed to even disgrace themselves when they know that the whole world is watching them. But instead of allowing the court to actually be a court of law, they've now turned it to a secret society. So they want to be a secret court, a secret society. It's really unfair. It's really sad. But I think the way forward now is, if the only hope we have is the Abuja residents. Believe me, if you protest outside Abuja now, it will not even, it's as if you're wasting your time about what is happening. The only people that can even help us now is the Abuja. The people are traveling from other parts of North, especially North, to Abuja, but they are the only one that can help us. So what we're now demanding from Judiciary now is that you have ruled, you have blocked live broadcast, then you have to now make a provision to actually accommodate as many Nigerians that are willing to attend the day-to-day hearing. It's not too much to ask of. After all, democracy is all about the people. The people voted. So that's it. So they should actually, so the judges, the learned judges, should now be making provision for that. Then secondly, you were talking about, I want to talk about, my second take here is on Buhari performance. You know, last month he was saying Nigeria should forgive him those he has hurt. But I was not asking. The question that most Nigerians are asking is that what of those that have been massacred? You were quoting 2 million, but even if it's not the 2 million, I am very sure that in only Benue State alone, over 50,000 people have perished in Benue alone. Then, if you now go to
his totality is only
don't mind them. Don't mind them. Just a few days ago in Plateau State, over 200 people have been buried in mass grave. Over 200 people just last week in Plateau. So now the insecurity now I don't know, because if you take proper statistics, Nigeria has lost more civilians than even Ukraine. Ukraine that is facing the might of Russia. Nigeria has lost more civilians than Ukraine. So is that sad? Is that bad? Now, not to talk about the military. Yesterday in my church, I have some members that are police, because they were even complaining that even Nigerian police are not accepting resignation letter. And the reason is because the rate of people leaving, even the man even said that people that are leaving, they just leave like that and drop their gun. They are not accepting resignation letter, let alone Nigerian army. Because why? People are the rate of people leaving is now much higher than the rate of people entering. So really, the country is really in a dire situation. Is it the economy? Is it food? Is it unemployment? Is it poverty? So debt. Right now, man is complaining. They want to raise taxes again and VAT. So for me, minus, I just really talking about what this swearing in will do to Nigeria. I don't even know. I really pity Nigerians living abroad that are carrying Nigerian passports, even we that are here, because I can't even imagine how they will now swear this man in. The whole world knows, but it suffices to say that this is where America is culpable. This is where Chicago State University is culpable, because Chicago State University, for the past since David Houdini released his documentary on Tinubu's perjury certificates, since November and up till now, that state university should have held a press conference to clear their names.
Yes.
But as I'm speaking with you now, even the what is it called? Even the yearbook of 1979 set is missing, conspicuously missing from their library, from their record. Even David Houdini said that the team of the lawyer from that American law firm in Chicago went there and they couldn't find it. And up till now, the school, that university, it has left everything in secrecy. So really, it suffices to say that Tinubu's monetary influence has even permeated America and all that. So I don't know. But what I know is that, according to what that minister said, that I just got to Canada, I think it's not only a miracle that will be able to that will make us retrieve this mandate. Because really, if this live telecast went through, if it had gone through, then I think the case is done and dusted, because the judiciary, all the lawyers representing the satanic INEC, APC, Shetima, and Tinubu, they will all be under tension. Even the things they say, even the kinds of motion they will move,
they will make series of mistakes.
Yes, mistakes. So even the things they will say, you see, when they will be talking about the drug money forfeiture. So all these things they just want it to be in secrecy. Really, the only way forward now is the Court of Appeal must provide Nigerians, because it's our right. It's an open court, and it's a right of every Nigerian that want to attend to be admitted into the court, as long as you are you didn't come to cause trouble, you are peaceful and you are law abiding. So really, for now, it's really a big loss for us, and it's really sad, because they just want to turn everything into a secret court.
Thank you. Let me call and see who is calling in. Guys, in case you want to call in, this is the opportunity before I go back to the next panelist on screen. Hold on, sir. I'll come back to you, Mr. Emmanuel. 1 minute. Hello, good morning to you. Your name and where you calling us from? Hello, you have so much noise on your background. I can't speak to you. Oh, I can't. Mr. Emmanuel Manga, please go ahead, sir, if you want to talk to us.
What I want to say is this. I know it's painful. I know it's distraughting. But three factors I want us to take in mind. Factors number one is the God factor. A situation like this that it seems helpless. God watches over the affairs of men, and his two rules over the nations of the earth. He says, why are the nations ganging up against God and his people? I remember telling people right from the word go, the moment our principal stepped out of PDP, I say, this man had won my heart.
Yes.
I told my wife, I said, look, this man has won our heart. I am a retired military officer. I've never voted. But this time around, I said, no, this man must get my vote. And going through his, his life history, it encourages me, it strengthens me more that there is hope for this country. And basically, I know it's not going to be easy for him. Even when he was the governor of Anambra State, three times he's the only governor that was impeached and won cases, from Supreme Court 3 times, hands down. He's the only governor in the whole country that right from the time he left governor's office until now, they can't trace a single fault against him. And so I kept on, I said, Peter B is not an ordinary human being. It's not. If you joke fighting him, he will see you being buried. So I want us to be calm. Between now and the swearing in, we're serving a God of the 11th hour.
Yeah.
I want us to remember what happened in Bayelsa State. The APC governor was already being prepared to go and climb the podium to be sworn in the following day. Sadly, suddenly, overnight, he was removed. One thing I want us to actually take to heart and comfort ourselves is the posture of our principal. He's never wrongful, he's never disturbed, he's never worried. That's why he consistently, told the world that he's not a tribal president. He's not an Igbo, he's not anything. He's what he wants to be, a Nigerian president. Of late, he told Nigerians that he's not in a hurry to be president, but he knows he will be. Whether today or tomorrow, I'm quoting him directly. That's the calmness, that's the selfless, that's the kind of person that he is. He is calm, that's what all through his campaign. You've never heard him insulting anybody, abusing anybody, or replying all the insults, including his own brother, Anambra State Governor. He never replied you with insult. Rather, he will give you back in love. That's the kind of president that the nation is rejecting. Why is he being rejected? Because he's fighting against the establishment. Entrenched terrorists, political terrorists, entrenched narcotic barons, entrenched wickedness of the highest order. That's the kind of opponents he's fighting against. And that is why they can't withstand him. The day the whole senators besieged our chairman's office, I said, what is it? What is happening here? all the big wigs in the National Assembly. Why are you so bothered about the person you say is number 3? Why are you so restless? And I was so happy with the way our chairman addressed them that day. The closing remark that he said, oh, blew my mind. He said, look, let me place it on record. Before the press will go and say, Labour Party has agreed to negotiate. We are not negotiating with APC. Our stand remains dogged. We have a mandate. The process is against the rule of law, and that's why we stand. We are not supporting Bola Tinubu. No, ours. Our stand is no, no, no. That's what he told them. Secondly, I want us to look at our facts, our evidence before the court. In fact, before the world. Too glaring that whether you have collected 1 billion, 10 billion from Asowaju, so long as you have blood and flesh flowing in you, so long as you have children, so long as you have family who are resident in Nigeria, who knows the antecedents of this beast, I call him a beast. Everything about him is shrouded with controversy. And this is the person you see people who have lost their head. Senior advocate of Nigeria, renowned doctors, renowned men have lost, behaving like headless chickens, including my colleagues in the military, generals. The very day I heard that my coursemate took over appointment to be in charge of security in his campaign council, I deleted his number from my phone. Now, the former Ekiti State Governor, Fayose, clearly told the world that Peter Obi is not ordinary, that is a political hurricane. They know themselves, they know it. I just want to encourage us, let's keep us voicing out. That's why I so much thank God for you. The wisdom God has given you, the courage, the patriotism, the nationalism that is in you has no match. And because of the caliber of our principal, whether I can see the case getting to Supreme Court, there's no doubt about it, it will get to Supreme Court. It will not end here. Let them do all the shenanigans. At the end, Peter Obi will be in that Aso Rock. How long is going to take? Let's just be patient. My Bible tells me that the celebration of the wicked is but short-lived. The celebration is going to be, but the disgrace is going to be so global. That Professor Mumu Yakubu, his entire generation will not know peace. I've always said it, Buhari, his entire generation will not know peace. Indeed, Nigerian politicians, can I shock you? Just day before his day, a video was sent to me that during is it First Republic or Second Republic, when Governor Ifeanyi Okowa and this Minister of Labor Ngige and Ikore Madu, that Bill Gates wanted or have, of course, paid for the organs of Nigerians. through a cartel in the US, spearheaded by Bill Gates, to purchase all the organs of Nigerians. And he paid for that 6.2 billion to National Assembly to approve of that. And Ikuremadu presided over that bill. The motion was introduced by Ifeanyi Okowa, the Delta State governor now. And in that meeting, there was this doctor, I've forgotten the doctor now. He was in charge of private medical practitioners in Nigeria. A mega meeting was called in General Electric in the US, where they will harmonize and conclude every matter. As we speak, sir, every organ in your body has been purchased and bought. You don't have any legal right again as far as Nigerian constitution, Nigerian law is concerned. Every organ in your body, Bill Gates has paid for it. They went to the point of trying to purchase, to also say there will be no medical practice in Nigeria. No doctor, no nurses as a result. So as far as Nigeria as a nation is concerned, there's no medical practice. They released 2 something billion. Now, they also wanted to purchase all Roman Catholic hospitals in Nigeria. Their priest, who was present in that devilish cartel meeting, opposed Nigerian priests will not give up our hospitals. That is exactly the kind of politicians we have. And no wonder then, my Bible tells me God cannot be mocked. God is not mocked. Whatsoever a man sows, he will reap. Exactly. Whatever you plant, you will harvest. I now said, so could it be that Ikuremadu is reaping and harvesting that which he planted by presiding over this cartel that came to purchase organs of our body? He presided over that bill. The person that was speaking in this very video said he was there physically. He was physically there representing private medical practitioners in Nigeria. So it's not something that he heard, it's not something that he read. That as we speak now, Nigeria, since then, Bill Gates has purchased the organs of every Nigerian, here. I said, what beastly confederation we have in the name of politicians. So, my brothers, my sisters, what is happening is expected. Jesus Christ, when he came to the world, for those of us who are Christians, they found no fault in him. And yet they said, crucify him, crucify him, crucify him. I want us to calm down and cool down and look unto God. He's the God of the helpless. He's the God of the defense. He always comes at the 11th hour. Let the composure of our principal, the belief in this fight, him and the vice, they are just two of a kind. Let their posture in this fight encourage us. Let's not look at what is happening. It's expected. It says because they know what is going to come up. But at the end, their disgrace is going to be colossal. That disappointment. I've always said it. Some will die of heart attack. Some will commit suicide, as Tinubu said. That except you commit suicide, I said you've already buried, dug your grave. So at the end of this matter, my friends, we'll hear of the obituaries of many of them. But take it or leave it. Buhari, Mamu Yakubu, Tinubu, these three category of people, they will not know peace the entire generation, except God is not God. So I just want to encourage us, let's watch our principal, his posture, his body language. You know, he's not perturbed. He's not moved at all because he knows he wants to be focused, and he's focused. So let's join him to remain focused while we are going on with what we are doing. Because there's power in the word. Let's go on with what we are doing and watch the final collapse of this beastly organization. He has always maintained he is after a new Nigeria. That is our slogan. And nobody, gone are those days, gone are those days. Unfortunately, they never believed that Obi was going to even win a local government. They were looking at the fiscal structure. He has no senator, he has no governor, he has no this. Who is going to? I say, look at these people. They are thinking back as if they are in the 15th century. I'm happy that technology, you people, galvanize this movement globally via technology, that their evil minds, corroded and corrupted already, could not allow them to think of technology. Now, the evidence, the certified copies of the documents that INEC has refused up to now, to release. Thank God I was told from the grapevine that because of the experience of our legal team, they've gone behind to collect the certified copy of the police, which is also acceptable, by the court.
Very correct, sir.
Sir?
I say you are very correct.
God bless you, sir. So with that, and the experience of our legal team is another plus for us. Remember, he was the one that sent APC packing in Oshun. He was the one. So they knew him, they know him. They know him. The same and Olanik Pekun, they were together in that Oshun case. He beat him hands down. So I want to believe also another comfort and another strength for us again when we look at our legal team with the facts available. Thank God the tribunal court, what's his name? The head told them they were not going to work on technicality, they're going to work on facts. And it's only the facts that we have. I remember right even before the election, this Mike Ejini, the former rec of Akwa Ibom, continually saying it that 25% of FCT is like a compulsory question in an exam. He kept on telling Aras TV time and time again that you can win 35 states. If you don't win 25% in FCT, you are not qualified. And senior and seasoned advocate of Nigeria has repeatedly said that. Apart from that, in case if there's nothing to hold on, the next thing judges look out for is judicial precedent. Is there any precedent on ground that who can hold? And all of us, you too, sir, we have about 2-3 precedent, judicial, right from 2003. There were cases about 25%, clear cut. So there's no how these judges are going to do anything. Whether they've collected billions let's not be bothered about that. Let's be focused on our principle. Let's be focused on our facts, and let's be focused on our team, legal team, and above all, let's trust God that He's going to arise. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for your wonderful submission right there. Because most of the things that you talk about are very, very vital information. I would like us all to a bit divert so that I can reference to what Mr. Emmanuel Maga just talked about right now by watching this video. Let's who's that? Who's talking?
It's me.
Okay, there's noise coming from you, Madam Nena.
I don't have anything with me here.
No, you're Mr. Emmanuel, stay muted. Okay, I've muted you. Please don't unmute yourself for now because I'm receiving a feedback. Madam Nena, there's your audio was doing the same thing yesterday. If you can sort that out, that's fine. But before that, let us quickly reference to what Mr. Emmanuel Maga said so that you all can know where we are and what these people are trying to do to us. Let's listen to this quickly.
International organ trafficking cartel. They funded the National Assembly of some people estimate to the tune of 6.2 billion US dollars. They also bought all the Nigerian government, federal government hospitals at the cost of 3.2 billion US dollars. They even offered to buy all the Catholic hospitals for $2 billion, but the bishops refused that. So this is a well-organized cartel who are actually moving into Nigeria in order to actually buy up, or they have already paid an advance on all our organs. Anybody in the Federal Republic of Nigeria has no entitlement to their organs as it stands today with the law. And we know this for sure, that these are billionaires from the United States who funded this organ trafficking cartel to take the organs of Nigerians. Now, my colleague AGK had asked whether I was there when this cartel made the negotiation. The answer is yes, I was physically present in a deliberation. We were called as leaders of the private health sector to the headquarters of General Electric, the biggest company in the world, the leading medical company in the world. I was representing the Catholic Medical Practitioners of Nigeria and the Association of General and Private Medical Practitioners of Nigeria as the committee chairman of the National Health Act. And presiding over this National Health Act public hearing was Senator Ike Ekweremadu, who was then the Deputy Senate President. And
let me comment there. Who did you say was presiding?
Well, Senator Ike Ekweremadu, he was the presiding senator for the bill public hearing. And the sponsor, the chief sponsor was Ifeanyi Okowa, now governor, but then Senator Ifeanyi Okowa. And just sitting by his side was also Dr. Chris Ngige, so who was then a senator. So all of them were there. And I made this argument directly pointing out Section 48. That Section 48 makes an exemption that is impossible. You don't exempt, there is no situation in medicine where you can overrule or say the consent is waived. Consent is never waived. It could be transferred to the next of kin, but it's never waived in any situation. That is part of the Helsinki Declaration. So it's an international treaty. So we cannot make an exemption here in Nigeria. Then I also pointed out the loophole in Section 51. You cannot have the medical practitioner or the medical director of a hospital be the one to authorize that an organ is taken from someone to be given to another person. So it is wrong. You can't give what you don't have. That's a legal principle. Then I pointed out in Section 53 that it is also when you say reasonable cost for reimbursement of reasonable payments. What does that mean? Is 10 million naira reasonable payment for kidney? Some people will tell you that too. So you actually legalize the sale of organs in Section 53. Now, my colleague AGK had asked whether I was there when this cartel made the negotiation. The answer is yes, I was physically present in a deliberation. We were called as leaders of the private health sector to the headquarters of General Electric, the biggest company in the world, the leading medical company in the world. And we were told that Bill Gates offered them $2 billion to build 260 hospitals in Nigeria. So they want us to name our price so that we can be paid off, so we will leave the entire medical system, so that we will not be practicing medicine, we will not be practicing pharmacy, we will not be practicing laboratory science. In Nigeria, no Nigerian will be in the medical profession. And we should just name our price so we will be compensated for. We couldn't believe ourselves.
Why would anyone do a thing like that?
This was done. I was present. It's not somebody told me. I was physically present before the executives of a General Electric with a number of other Nigerians in the health sector, in pharmacy, in laboratory sciences, and there were executives of GE from their headquarters in New York. This is the first time it's happening in the history of humanity. Nothing like this has ever happened. And I warned Ike Kurumado before the Senate, and Nigerians there will bear me witness, and many of them still remember. I told Ike Kurumado before the entire public hearing that he will be the first victim of this law he's standing for. Before everybody. Senator Kowa can also bear me witness because he was there. And I told him, it now seems like a prophecy come true. And this was exactly what happened. That the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria sold the entire organs of the Nigerian people, even when they knew that this was the situation. And that is very, very, very bad on us as a whole nation.
This is a shocking revelation right there. Very, very shocking revelation. Thank you very much, Mr. Emmanuel Maga, for drawing our attention back to this. You know,
yeah, Mr. Evans, please, can I make comments?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, I am, though it's the first time I'm seeing the video, but I'm not really surprised. I'm not really surprised. That's why I was even very sad that the 9 years and 8 months they gave to him was just too small. These people are really, when you say satanic, you don't really know. It's even beyond satanism, because what these people care about is just the money. Even their own villagers, they don't care about them. That's why it pains me when people attach this ethnic affiliation and emotional affiliation to these satanic people. See, I was talking one, no one said, but you are Igbo person. I said, is it by Igbo? Even the 9 years and 8 months is too small. These people are wicked. So, and really, that man is really a prophet. I didn't even know it. So, and at the end of the day, look at the global embarrassment he showered on himself and his family. It really serves him right. Even the 9 years and 8 months is too small. They are really wicked. All they care about is just looting and looting and looting. They don't care about anybody. And he didn't know that the thing will come back on him. It's really sad. Thank you.
Mr. Ajawa, sorry, I just want to see. It's my audio thing.
Okay, Madam Nena, I don't know what's wrong with your audio.
Okay, it's okay. It's fine. I'm going to change my laptop.
But please, just, I really want to hear from you, but I don't know. There's this noise coming out from your audio. You know, please do something about it so that we can hear from you, please. Thank you. Okay, let me give opportunity for everyone on the panel to speak, but I have somebody on the phone yet at the moment. So, Mr. Kevin Kell, thanks for calling in. Good morning to you, sir. Please talk to us.
Yeah, Mr. Elvis, good morning from here.
Thank you, sir. How are you doing today?
Brother, I just want to thank you so much for the good work you have been doing. I watched you all through yesterday, and I believe you didn't sleep up to 3 hours. You're back again this morning.
Yes, sir.
This is what is called patriotism, dying for the country. Dying for the country is not when person goes to the grave for the country. What you are doing is the definition of one dying for his own dear country. And God will definitely reward you. This new Nigeria we are building, your name, your company name, your media name will be imprinted on it.
Amen. Thank
you, sir. I want to greet everybody in the panel and all that is listening. My brother, this video you played, is it a movie or it actually happened?
Go ahead. I lost that.
I said this video you played now, is that a movie or did it happen really?
In live, in channels. Yeah, it's live. It was live. It's not a movie, sir. That's realistic video.
You see, this tells us that all our politicians in Nigeria, minus Peter Obi, they are all cultists.
Satanic. All of them.
They are all cultists. They are all cultists, and the truth is coming out now, and they are paying for it. And all we pay for it. No wonder they are doing everything they are doing to make sure Peter Obi doesn't get there. But they have failed from the beginning. You see, Raja Watch I called to remind you, because sometimes when you come to a crossroad, you think back how you began that journey. You told us that around February, March last year, you and few people, Alex and some other guys, came together and said there must be a way out.
Yes.
And you guys began to support Obi when nobody knew who Obi was. Under 9 months, that has become a formidable movement that produced an elected president of Federal Republic of Nigeria, produced 8 senators, produced over 37 lawmakers, federal lawmakers, produced almost 90 state legislation. That tells you that that movement is divine. So when we look at the shenanigans that is going on now, just to retain the mandate we won, how you will solve that question is for you to think from where you started, right? When you know from where you started and the success you have achieved in that struggle, that tells you that getting our mandate is a walkover. Everything that is happening now is going to be part of the great history of the new Nigeria. It's not going to be easy. Just like the last speaker has said, let's look at the body language of our principal. That is all that matters in this struggle. Because he is the one in front. He is the commander-in-chief in front. Let's not be perturbed by what the APC, the court system is doing. We will get this mandate back. I want to let us know that what makes a country is the army of that country. What makes a country is the army of that country. Now, and the only institution in a country that upholds the constitution of that country is their army. Now, somebody wants to be president of Nigeria. It has to be through election or through military coup. Those are two ways allowed. Military can allow. Now you are not a military man. You now organize a civilian coup. Post yourself. Arrange a court. A chief judge to swear you in. That is dangerous. So what I'm saying is that the most dangerous thing Tinubu will do in his life is to be allowed himself to be sworn in. Last Friday, I was listening in the program. Some military guys called in, all right?
Yes, they joined the broadcast. Yes.
Good. They joined the broadcast, and that tells us the mindset, the expectations of the military. Naija Wash, I want to tell us this. Two things will happen between now and Monday next week. All we need is to get a federal high court judge in any of the 36 state of the federation to give us a court injunction on Friday night, and the May 29 will be put in the dustbin. I don't want to tell the detail how this will happen. All we need, federal high court judge in any of the state in federation to give us a court injunction, and May 29 will be put in the dustbin. Number two, you see, in this struggle, there may be time to come out and do the real protest. When that time comes, let me tell us, whoever, if they organize an Owambe as a party to put Tinubu in, that's what I call it, an Owambe. Now, when protests come, who will he roll out to go and call the protest? Is it the area boys? Does he have legitimacy to command the military? The answer is a capital no.
No.
Why we have not gone on protest is this. Let me break this color knot here. Buhari has the legitimacy as commander-in-chief to bring out the military and quell protest. But if they do an Owambe and put Tinubu there, it has no legitimacy. Military will not listen to him. When I say military, I don't mean the chief of army staff. I don't mean all these big organs, those generals. Those are not the army. Those ones are politicians. What the armies are those men, those guys that called into this program last week. Those are the Nigerian army.
Yes.
Those are the people you bring out. They will not take command from a criminal. They will not take a command from somebody who is not constitutionally elected. Military protect the integrity and sovereignty of their country, which is the Constitution. That is the interpretation of what that was saying in national TV. If you swear in Tinubu, you have told army that you don't have a constitution. Swearing in Tinubu is like me and you, I or you, Naija Wash, to organize ourselves and now say we are the president of Nigeria. How can I tell the military to come out? How can I command the military? Nigeria is playing with gunpowder, and it will only happen on the head of all these politicians. I think what is happening may be good for us, so that we can summarily send all these people back to their maker.
Are you telling us that on the 29th, Tinubu will not be sworn in?
I said two things, Naija Wash. All we need between now and Friday is to get a federal high court judge in any of the states to give us an expert order, and the May 29 will be put in dustbin. If that doesn't happen, if they mistakenly organize an Owambe, I call it an Owambe, not an inauguration, organize an Owambe and put Tinubu there, that will be the most dangerous risk Tinubu will do to himself in his 89 years of life.
Okay.
I
said okay.
Yes. So that May 29 is not possible. If they try it, is an Owambe. Is an Owambe, and that will mark the summary end of all of them. Naija Wash, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. God bless you. Thank you.
I've been doing it. and we'll all do it together. This thing Nigeria will have it.
Thank you, sir. God bless
We
you.
will have it. And I want to put here the last time, please. Nigerians in diaspora, one question you will ask yourself, you are comfortable in the countries you are. You ask yourself, the citizens of those countries you are, if they find themselves in a Nigerian situation, what would they do? And whatever they think they would do, begin to do that now. Don't stay in comfort of the foreign countries where the citizens build the country and you stay there and begin to think nothing, it doesn't concern me. People in Nigeria will be saved as people, Nigerians that are in diaspora. Our own is to provide the moral firepower, moral support. People in Nigeria are like people in kidnappers' den. Their reasoning, their thought process has been impaired. They don't think right. Why? Because you cannot tell somebody who is kidnapped and let the kidnappers them to find a way to escape. You will be making a mistake. What we will do? We in diaspora, we continue to encourage, continue to mobilize, continue to provide moral support for them to stand up.
Okay.
As they stand, we stand with them. God bless you all.
Thank you very much, sir. God bless you, sir. Oh, okay. Let me pick another call right here. And see who's calling us. Hello, good morning to you. Okay, Mr. Chuks Obibueze, please talk to us, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mr. Elvis.
Yeah, good morning,
good
sir.
afternoon, the panelists and those watching us. Quick one. I just want to please tell you to, announce this so that everybody will be aware. There is a lot of traffic of scammers on your Niger Watch now. They call people, they tell them you want to organize meeting, they do this and
We've
that.
announced that so
please,
many times. We've announced that so many times. Anybody that is speaking, no, I cannot continue, sir. I have told people don't be picking people's call. I don't want to have a dick over that, please. And we all are adults. Why are you picking random calls? Scammers everywhere. You pick random calls. Pick the number that is not saved on your phone. You are picking it. Then is what you are looking for. If I want anybody to come for a meeting, I will announce it, or any of my team. As long as you don't hear on a live broadcast, you don't need to bother yourself. Please. If anybody want to pick anything, they want to be scammed, it's up to them. I cannot really, because we'll be announcing this for the past 2 years. Instruction is the biggest problem we have with some of our Nigerians, man.
Yeah, for picking calls, and like you said, where I will blame them is telling them about meeting, organizing meeting. There's never a time you announce that, but for picking calls, you don't have to pick only calls that is on your phone. That being said, I just want to, contribute on the, what is going on. Nigeria has been a problem, and we all know it. The video you showed, when I was listening to that video, just like the last caller asked you, is that a movie or what? I see that as a movie, because I can't believe that, actually legislators can sit down and discuss that kind of a thing. Until now, I still never believed it. Even though the source is, credible. It's what we, where we find ourselves, and the only way to come out of this is, what we're doing, continuously putting pressure on these people. I'm not gonna tell you that, like the last caller said, that there's anything injunction is gonna do to stop this. If we are saying that, we're just deceiving ourselves, okay? Because this government never obey court orders. How much more the inauguration? Then we see that as bridging the constitution. So that I put that aside. But we can do much by making sure that we stand upright and say no. We need to stand tall and say no. Even if it is not on the inauguration day, because I wouldn't want anybody to die for this. We do it before then, or as soon as he come to office, because he has no legitimacy. I keep saying this here. He has no legitimacy. He can't control nobody. He can't. Even his ministers, he will find it difficult to control them because they know how he got there. Everybody knows. And that is why this Western world, they are running around because they want to milk us through him. Because they know he has no legitimacy. So everything he's doing is frustrating. So one thing I am asking people is to remain resolute. Don't give up. Don't give up. We are more than them. And as far as we are more than them, we will defeat them. He has no legitimacy because by the time he will start struggling with his legitimacy, everybody will disobey him, and we get our mandate back. And I think that is the only way we can succeed in this. Let us not be fearful of him following the judiciary or not. No, when we determine they can't stop us, the fear in people right now is because Buhari is legitimized. He is handling this government because we gave him the mandate. But this one, we all know that we didn't give him the mandate. And upon that, we will start to claim our mandate. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. Good afternoon to you. Your name. Don't. Why are you calling with a video call? I don't know what's your problem. Sometimes you guys, I don't get you. You are calling us with a video call. We don't need that right now. We are live. You're calling us with. Are you APC people? Hello, Mr. Bright Semota. I'm trying to return your call back. Good afternoon to you, my brother. Talk to us.
Hello. Good afternoon, Nigeria Watch. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Go ahead, sir.
Okay. I greet everybody in the house, and thank you for hosting us today. I just wanted to, make a submission on some of the videos that you played on your channel.
Yeah.
As regard the issue of the organ arrest and also the judiciary on our mandate. You see, maybe some we maybe know me now on this channel, like maybe this guy, whenever he calls it, or maybe he gives negative impression on what is going on. First of all, if you want to know how things work in an environment, you have to first of all have your interest. You gather interest for whatever is going around, what is happening, the mind of the people, then the action of the people will tell you that there is going to be a light at the end of the tunnel. You see, Nigeria is far gone. We should not be deceiving ourselves and saying there is hope, there is hope. The reason why God destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah in the Bible, if you go and read your Bible carefully, you will see that most of the things that happened in the time of Sodom and Gomorrah, more of that have happened in Nigeria today. More of that. So that automatically said that the country is doomed. You can see where senators gather and decide to set their on behalf of the citizens. Then you tell me that those people, they are not working ahead of time. These people are working ahead of time. They have allies everywhere. These are not people you sit down and you say you want to pray and pray and pray. And you are forgetting that the same Christianity was given to you by these people who are also coming back to come and, recolonize you through your politicians. So until we know ourselves and know where we are coming from, we cannot solve our problem. Because Nigeria is so divided, especially with the religion issues, it does not make the people to understand or to come together in oneness to have their action put forward. This issue of Obi, a lot of people voted for Obi, whether Muslim or Christian, north, south. But the problem is for them to gather up and say, okay, we have to charge the government actions is difficult because of ethnicity, religion, political affiliation. It becomes difficult. But if you come to the Western world, for example, people easily go to the streets whenever something is not on their side because they don't have this religion madness in them. Most of them don't go to church. They believe in what you do is what you get. So whenever anything is wrong, they can easily gather and say, let us start it. But in our own, we say, let's be hopeful. Let's be hopeful. I told you yesterday, I'm looking at my 50s. There is no way Tinubu will enter Nigerian government today and become the president of Nigeria and say he's not going to collect his 8 years. Then if you add 8 years to somebody who's already maybe 45, then you're already going to your 60s. Then your era is gone. Then the next person is coming on. So the system will remain like that until the people have a rethink of what they want. Because there is no way you can believe in a judiciary system that somebody who gave a mandate of a governor of the governmental the governorship election that was held in Adamawa, giving someone else who did not win the election, was giving the person to be the winner. And now as we speak today, Mr. Nigeria, that man has not been brought to book in the same Nigeria. He's still moving around. He has not been arrested. Then the same Nigeria, somebody took, Accountant General took billions of money. As we speak, nothing is happening. The same Nigeria, Boko Haram they are being infiltrated into a Nigerian army. Nobody is talking about. The Lekki massacre, there was a judiciary panel that was made to look into it. How did it end? So we all know all these things. All these things are just role play. The issue of let us go to America, let's be happy. They have already cancelled their visa, so they are not going to be going to America. Is it now that you are supposed to be thinking of that? If our country is good, what are you doing? Is it that when somebody says somebody is not going to America, can't the person go to somewhere else? Because by the time you are bringing this Western power into the sovereignty of compromising your democracy, it's as if you are still under colonization under these people. America is not supposed to be the one giving us hope for our democracy. We are supposed to change our democracy ourselves. It's not every time it doesn't get it right, we are saying, even the foreigners that came to monitor the election, they will fight for us. Indirectly, you are still telling yourself that you are not sovereign enough. You are still being kind of colonized. These people will always have a way to change your system for you because you are still not mature to say things the way you are supposed to say things. So the whole thing is still very, very shabby. Because what we are supposed to be saying now, whether we like it or not, and I will say it, Tinubu is coming on from a week from now, it will come, he will be there. What we are supposed to be arguing about in this forum is what do we do? What is going to be the next action? Because it was the same thing I said when we did the presidential election. I called into your channel and said, they robbed us. We now said, okay, we will get them back when it comes to the governorship election. And I still called in your station and said that, no, these people will still rob you again. And they did the same thing in Lagos and everywhere. We all saw it, and we couldn't do anything. Now we are in the judiciary system. Now, today they will say this one. But is it not obvious for everybody that the election was robbed? All those judges in this panel, are they blind? Are they not Nigerians? Are they not suffering it? Or did they come from America to decide the case? No. These people are there. They know what is going on. So you don't need anybody to tell you because they are not patriotic. Because when you are patriotic and you want to save your country, you will do whatever it takes to get your country back and put it in order. Everything in Nigeria has been compromised. INEC has been compromised. INEC is now even a candidate in elections. It's no more an umpire. It's a candidate. Whenever there's an election, not that INEC is also participating in the election. The police, the military, PM is a police. Even the CBN governor was almost he bought from for the APC for the president. So tell me, a country like that, how is it going to work when the people don't take the bull by the horn? Nigeria is in a state of an animal farm until the revolution takes over. From that, the people take cover and say, yes, we want our country back. These people will never, I will repeat, they will never give it to you on the ballot box or through the judiciary or maybe through a written agreement. They will give it to you. People have to fall. There have to be a kind of, there was maybe so and so thousands of people died because they wanted to get their country back. If you don't do it that way, you will not get the country back.
Thank you. Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you for coming in. All right. Some people believe that Nigeria can still work, while some don't believe Nigeria can work again. You know, at this particular moment, I still have strong belief that Nigeria can work again if we can get our mandate back. Yes, let's wait for the final judgment before we take it from there. Let's take on this short video on the plight of Nigerian women over this 29th of May, you know, around the corner. Let's take this.
We said That is planning to take it for to the devil and choose deliberately to make wickedness on the people of Nigeria. Send your assignment.
Arise and swallow them. Pray against Mahmoud and swallow them. Pray against Mahmoud. Pray against Mahmoud. Pray against Mahmoud. Arise and swallow them. Arise and swallow them.
The president himself, the judges, the lawyers, all of them they drink water. Water from Nigeria. Whenever they send us, they pour for that. Even if they pour their water, so now that's their wickedness. Every water they put in their mouth. We speak to the air. Yes. All of them they breathe. Yes. Whether the air condition. Yes. At least they come out from their house. Yes. So the air somehow touches them. Yes. We say all of them that will rise and get justice in Nigeria. All of them that will say no to this. Let every end that knows their body let it out to fire. Amen. 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 Hey.
This is very, very sad. Very, very sad. But let's take on the other, the protest that did yesterday around the court as well. I think, no, this one was on Saturday, but let's quickly recapitulate on it.
I actually changed my laptop. I think there's something wrong with one of my laptops, so I switched laptop. I think it's, yeah.
Okay.
So I need to go
It's better now. Okay, talk to us. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I don't really have much to say for now, because the video that about the organ honestly speaking, I saw that thing last night and it gave me chills all over me. Like, I was watching this and I'm like, wow. So this is how bad Nigerian situation. This is how much we have. A lot of revelations are yet to come out, and it really broke my heart. And when I was watching it, I began to understand some things that happened in the past. I tried to reconcile them with most of the things that are happening with regards to that video. When the man was talking about the organ thing, I began to think about Ike Ekweremado's connection with the renal department, or the accusation that he took money that has to do with kidney department of UNTH, and him promoting the bill on organ trafficking in the house and everything. The whole thing began to make a kind of sense to me. And then this guy and Gige too, his own thing, and I'm like, I say to myself, how did we get here? Like, how did Nigeria as a nation, how did we get into the hands of this kind of human beings, And I like the part where the man said, he told the Ekweremadu, see this thing you're doing, you're going to be the first victim. And just like the Bible will always say, there is power in the spoken words. This is like somebody you have done things, and finally God wants to use you to showcase an example. And I say it again, I've been telling this to people. You see this election of, in fact, yesterday after the Nigeria Watch show yesterday, and everything, and the whole thing, I started having a conversation with this about, most of my husband listens from the background when all these things are happening. So we were just talking about the whole thing. I said this election of 2023 has really brought out a lot of things. It has exposed a lot of things. And I still want to believe, or I still do not want to believe that even at this point, maybe those people are not hearing, maybe those people are not are privileged to maybe watch news or see social medias and everything there. Because at this point, a lot of Nigerians are beginning to have an understanding of how terrible the Nigerian society have gotten into. You know, to hear that somebody like Bill Gates, no wonder this man pumps billions of naira into Nigeria like with reckless abandon, because they know what they are getting from this country, for crying out loud. And to think that our own people who are supposed to be protecting the poor masses on the streets are the ones who will sit and make money out of the pains of Nigerians. It is very, very heartbroken. Honestly speaking, it broke my heart when I was watching that video. I'm like, God, who knows what else, how much. And when we talk about them selling out to China, Nigerians, this is beginning to make sense. That we can just sit down here, some people who are struggling for 3 square meal, like every other person on the street, will still sit down and be telling you. I saw on YouTube, on Twitter this morning, when some people were saying a lot of things. And one person made a comment and said, if you polite, you can pay all the people you want to pay. 29 inauguration must hold. And I took time to look at the profile picture of this person who said this thing. This individual is apparently a struggling, in fact, with that mindset where that person looks like a poor person who has nothing, and you are sitting somewhere tweeting this because you have the opportunity, supporting this kind of a thing, without even you understanding the devil and the depth of the problem that is facing you. For you to understand that your organs, the organs in your system, I know from in the US here, when you go to do something, maybe if you want to register for vote, or maybe you want to go and get a driver's license and everything, there's a column where they will ask you, do you want to be an organ donor? It is a voluntary thing. If you want to, you think yes. If you don't want, you don't have to. But to think that somebody will sit down somewhere and make a decision of what happens with and somebody will sell my organ without me knowing it. Hey, Jehovah Nissi. I don't know. It's very scary. And that will make anybody to really believe that when we say that these people are about to sell Nigeria to China, it is a reality. Maybe the negotiation has already gone, it's already going on, or has already gone, been taking place, and we don't even know yet. It is so sad. Mr. Nigeria Watch, honestly speaking, I'm short of words. I don't know. Just let's continue. We have to.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mr.
It's sad.
Yes, Madam Patricia. Yes, I wanted to come to you now. Thank you very much for your patience.
Okay.
Good afternoon to you, Madam. Talk to us.
Good afternoon. My heart is bleeding to see this kind of evil. If anybody knows Bill Gates, they should know that he's not he's associated with good. He's only associated with evil in the name of philanthropy. That's what he has been doing everywhere. In India, in other African countries, how he has been using his organization to, give people vaccinations that kill them. Sterilizing girls in South Africa and also those Eastern African countries. So I don't know where Nigerian politicians are living. It seems they live really they are a babu and they live in a zoo, because these informations are all over. Nobody can say they don't know this philanthropy, especially this Bill Gates and Melanie, foundation, So they have committed a lot of havoc everywhere. And to imagine, to come to the terms that lawmakers, they are not are they not informed? I don't understand it, or is it or merely the greed that is blinding? Of course, they say bribe blinds the eye. The Bible says so. So I believe it's the greed that blinds their eyes. I don't think they will say they were not informed. They were very informed, and because of their wickedness in their hearts and the gain that they will get, they decide to go on this wicked route. But you see, The word of God never fails. Never fails. He say, heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word remain forever. This is just a signal, a sign for you to know that don't play with the word of God. Yeah, he planned to be organic. He already collected money. You know, Okowa, Ingige, and Ekweremadu to harvest the organs of Nigerians without their consent, you know. So, and now look at Ekweremadu. He is going to be the number one person they are going to harvest his organ. I can guarantee you he will die there. Mark my word. He is not going to come back. 9 years or whatever they gave him, Ekweremadu is going to die. They're going to give him something that will kill him, and they are going to use him. So they are going to practicalize that thing on him first. So it is good. The wicked, I say, continue to do wicked. The good, continue to do good. Because whatever you sow, you will reap. And coming to the protest going on there now, I don't know whether we can continue to submit that, because you said you wanted to go back to the court. Is it okay? I continue?
No, we're in court. This is what we can see. This is live.
Okay, yeah. So I thought
what you are watching now is live, but it's just like I muted it.
Okay, so I can.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, like the protesters there. Yes, they are making great impact. They are making great impact. This is what we want to see. We want to see that, and we want to see it everywhere. I know somebody came and said, you know, it's only Abuja that will make sense this time, but I don't think so. I don't think so. It's a little spark, you know, is what's evolved into a great fire, you know. So even in other cities, other towns, they should go out. Our vote must count. They should go to the courts, you know, like I said before. They should go there. Don't let anybody deceive you that your voice will not be heard. No. The fire need to be, heat need to be in every city, every town, every village in Nigeria, so that they know, so that they will know, sending a very strong signal that our vote must count. We did all that they asked us to do. I know how many ethnics, even during the collection of the voters card, in Lagos, particularly in Lagos, if your name sounded not a Yoruba name, they make you to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Some of them could not even collect their voters card, and yet they made them waste their money to be going there, stay there hours under the sun, under the rain, and at the end of it all, even the ones that still collected, they voted. And now you are telling me our vote will not count? You must be joking. Like like I'm saying is that Nigeria, you know, and Nigerians must know that we cannot accept this impunity. We can't accept it. Tinubu must not be our president, and he will not be sitting there. And I love the submission of Mr. Emmanuel, you know, who said we should know. He gave 3 key points. I would like to also, yes, emphasize on that. Know that we have the God element working with us. The God element is what is pushing us on, giving us strength to stay here, there and day in, day out, and, you know, forging us on in perpetual victory. And then the fact that our principal is not perturbed. Look, he said, I lay in Zion a cornerstone, a precious stone, a precious cornerstone. He that believeth should not make haste. He is showing his faith. His faith in God is challenging. Do you understand? So let us look at him. He's really Peter. So we shouldn't doubt about that. He's not perturbed. Nothing will do that man. Nothing. You know how many plots they are plotted? They have all failed. All is vanity plus vanity. Tinubu is the one that would die. I'm saying it again. Tinubu will die. Nobody will kill Tinubu. Tinubu will slum and die. He will. So nobody need to worry. And I also said it regarding the third element, which he also re-emphasized again. You know, Mr. Emmanuel emphasized. He said the facts that we have, the weighty fact that we have. I said it before. I said, listen, Nobody should worry whether they bribe the judiciary, they didn't bribe them. No. Listen, I said this is sharp and clean mouth. That is what it is. How do you want me to help you cover all this mess? I can cover some, but not all. And that's where they find themselves. They cannot look, they know themselves that Tinubu will not be sworn in. As they are going about ranting on the internet, on the social media, nobody should do this, nobody should do that. We will see whether they are God on that day. We will see whether their word will stand, whether they have the last word. We will see. So nobody should be worried. I am very sure, I am still saying it, that the judiciary will do the needful. Even if they say yes, don't give them access to that. Yes, it doesn't matter. It is what you do inside that matters. Yeah, they are claiming that we don't, our giving us access will not determine the outcome of what it is. Okay, no problem. We are not going to be pressing you not to give us access. Since you said INEC and Tinubu, they are the ones that are telling you that you shouldn't give us access. But we are telling you that we own the country, Nigeria. Few of you cannot tell us you own the country. We've told people that it's either you want Nigeria in peace or Nigeria with pieces. And when Nigeria pieces, you judiciary, remember, you will not live. You will not go scot-free. I'm telling you, none of you will go scot-free. None of you will escape it. You will partake of the evil that you include yourself. You coincide to make to Nigeria. That evil will matter to you, and will matter to you in abundance. So you better do the right thing. Do the right thing. Save yourself. Save your posterity. Save Nigeria. Thank you, Mr. Elvis. I yield so far.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Madam Patricia. Thanks for your submission. Okay, let me give opportunity to everyone to talk to us. Essay, Tagujomi, thank you very much for joining us, madam. Please tell us where you're joining us from.
Can you hear me?
Okay, we can hear you now. Thank you very much. Good afternoon to you.
I'm joining from Warri, Delta State, Nigeria.
Wonderful, madam. It's good to have you here on this panel. Please, I understand you are following up what is going on. In fact, what has been happening in Nigeria since on the 25th of February till now. What is your take and what is your expectations?
My expectation is that I'm praying that all the bad eggs in Nigeria must wipe away. And for me, I did not come out to vote for Tinubu because that fateful day I left the hospital to cast my vote for Obi as my president. But unfortunately, they came out with their fake result, which I'm very sad. But I know God that created heaven and earth must make sure they will not succeed. So I'm happy to join this platform. I'm happy because now I'm being seen everything that is going on. And I want to appreciate you all that make this platform alive.
God bless
I pray God will bless you in Jesus' name.
Amen. God bless you too, madam. Thank you for standing for what is right. You know, we can't fold our arms for our mandate to be stolen like this. So that is why we are here every blessed day, 6 p.m. Nigeria time. We talk about the things that's affecting us. A lot of Nigerians are bleeding right now. They promised us a free and fair election, but that's not what they gave to us. So they did not meet to their promises. So that's why you see a lot of Nigerians are on the street right now. What you are seeing on the screen right now is live, you know, around the court. We are waiting for the tribunal to round up so that we can hear what they are saying, because they deny us camera to come inside the court. So a lot of people are expecting, in fact, our expectations are very, very high. So let's continue to hear from others on the panel before we can get the full update of what happened today. Thank you very much, madam. God bless you. Okay, I'll come back to you. Let me quickly go on to Zibo B. Are you there? Zizo.
Zizo B, are you there with us? I would like to hear from you. You've been there for a while now. Okay, I'll move on to the next person quickly. Solomon Bogidi. Solomon Bogidi, are you with us? Can you hear me? Solomon? Okay, Solomon, we can't hear anything from you at all. All right, I'll move on now to let me go to Give Us a Mandate. If Give Us a Mandate is available as well. Give Us a Mandate. Are you there? Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on your location, people.
Thank you, brother.
For the work. Thank you for doing this wonderful work again today. Thank you so very much. Just trying to follow up and see what's going on the judiciary and everything that is going on.
Yeah, no update, no update. What you are seeing right on the screen there is outside the court, is live, but we don't have update on what is currently going on because they did not allow no single camera. In fact, they didn't allow any Nigerians to even be close to the premises of the court. That is the height of oppression, suppression, and intimidation. So
Yeah. Well, I think everyone has spoken quite well. And what we can say right now is just to continue to follow the event as it unfolds. But like we said yesterday, Nigerians should be on rest. Nigerians should go out everywhere, all over the nation, and then stand for what is right. I will leave it at that for now, and then come back later on. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'll get back to you. Okay, let me see if we can hear from someone else here. Okay, Williams Winner is with us. Williams Winner, what is your take so far? Good afternoon to you, sir. Okay, Williams Winner.
Hello, sir.
There. Okay, I can hear you now. Go ahead, sir. How are you doing today? Good afternoon to you.
No, sir. It's like my. Hello, sir. Are you hearing me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. It's like my network has been under attack since yesterday. So yesterday, I'm just coming in, going.
Oh, so sad. We even lost you right now. It's very, very sad. Okay, I would like to hear from Mezier. Mezier, you just joined us right now. Good afternoon to you, sir. Tell us where you're joining us from. Mezier, are you there? Unmute yourself. We can't hear you. Unmute yourself.
Okay. Yeah. Good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Good afternoon to you, sir. Where are you joining us from?
Okay. Good afternoon. I'm joining from Lagos.
Wonderful.
Nigeria.
Please talk to us. What's your take so far since on the 25th of February till now? And on the 29th is around the corner, which is next week, Monday. Just talk to us. What's your take?
Yeah. First of all, I want to say I'm very grateful for having such a platform like this. I want to really say a big thank you. This is not an easy work, and you've been really pulling it out from the first get go until now. We are really grateful for what is happening. At least to an extent, this is like a first hand, like I come in here to get first hand information of what is ongoing. You understand? So which is part of what we the youth have always been asking for. First hand information. What is happening real time, not giving us some edited stuffs or what has been doctored and all of that. So I am really grateful for this. I am really grateful, and we don't take it for granted. Thank you so much. Moving on to what has been ongoing so far from February to down to now. It's all what it is. Like this is Nigeria happening to everyone right now. I must be sincere to ourselves. So this is Nigeria happening to us. So February 25th, everyone went out. We the youth from Lagos here, I can really say it with my full chest that we 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 did wonders to the extent that we couldn't, like, in the street of Lagos where I am, you can't even see Peter Obi poster anywhere. But we had it in our mind that all this is not going to shake us, and we delivered Labour Party we delivered Peter Obi for Labour Party right here in Lagos. But come on, what's happening right now is still another challenge to us, that we can't even get down to what we want. And I want to really speak on some issues which has to do with like protesting in other states. I understand that it can also go a long way, but I still need us to still try to factor that there are some states that are really under capture too by the so-called APC government. So why Abuja have this move right now is because it is literally not captured by the by a so-called government to some extent. So, but here in Lagos, who want to go out? Who want to start that kind of movement? Right here in Lagos, where I am staying, I must really tell you that on the February 25th, I was attacked. I was attacked because I was trying to video some and get some clips from polling units to give to some bodies so that they can have it on real time. I'm a youth, so I really need to I struggle with that's happening. And my pain is that the people leading us, they started leading us from their 20s. So why will I be in my 20s and in my 30s, and I am scared to get into all of this? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous that most of our youth too, they are taking things for granted. They are whiling away their time, putting more of their interest on lifestyle and all of that. Whereas the nation is being governed by people that started to govern this country on their 20s. So I mean, it gets me mad sometimes. But come on, what can we do? What can we do? What can we do? Nigeria is happening to us again. Nigeria is in danger. That's what I tag myself to be here. Nigeria is in danger, and
Nigeria is captured, not just in danger. Nigeria is captured.
Exactly. We don't need to keep quiet. I understand that the military may be having some background work on how they are going to do what they will do on the 29th, because I must really say that I am smelling some things that could come out from the military aspect of the country, which it's targeted towards 29. And I'm also dogged about the fact that our principal is not even
All right. We lost you there, Mezier. We can't hear you anymore. Are you still there with us? Okay. Let me quickly move on to the next person as well before I will take this update here. Meanwhile, what you're seeing on the screen is live in the premises, in the vicinity of the courts, because they are not allowing people to get close to the court at all, and they are not allowing live broadcast. So I would like to call on the next person here. I can see more people want to come in. Let me see the people that I called earlier on that didn't answer. I would like to remove you, Zizo. I will remove you right now because other people want to come in. Sorry, I called you, didn't answer me. And I call on Solomon Bogidi. Are you there with us? I call you again now. Please unmute yourself. If not, I'm removing you for someone else to come in. Solomon, are you there? Can you hear me? Okay. You're not saying anything. Unfortunately, I'll have to remove you as well. Let me see. Okay, we have Des for Peter Obi. Thank you very much, Mr. Des, for joining us again. Please, I would like you to talk to us, sir. Good afternoon to you.
It's morning time for my end. Good morning, Mr. Elvis. Good morning, panelists, and the most important people in the comment section.
Thank you so
much.
So,
thank you, sir. So it amazed me that I woke up this morning and I got the news that the court they refused the hearing to be televised.
Yes.
You know, for me, I was not expecting otherwise because it seems like these guys that are compromising with the ruling party and the establishment. But I don't think we need to give up. See, me from another country, I'm not giving up. I'm following you guys tooth and nail. I don't think you guys should give up at any time soon. So we're going to continue this fight. It's not going to be an easy fight, but we're going to continue until we see Nigeria and Africa great again. That's my submission for now.
God bless you, sir. Yes, it's a continuous fight. In fact, it's even going to get worse after the 29th of May because a lot of Nigerians are not happy. So I believe most of the streets is going to be packed just like what we are seeing right now on the screen. You know, I will urge lots of Nigerians to come out for a peaceful protest. In fact, if possible, on that particular day, the 29th of May, come out for a peaceful protest. If possible, lie on the floor. Let them know that you are not happy. You don't need to fight them. Just express your displeasure, your dissatisfaction, you know, express your plight. Let them know we are not happy with what is about to happen, you know, because the way it looks like, you know, it looks like on the 29th, Tinubu is going to be sworn in because this is their plan. This is the plan of this satanic government because they don't carry Nigerians' opinions along. They are not interested. They don't even speak to you. You know, Buhari have never come out to address the nation ever since we all have been complaining that we are not happy because the election was not free and fair. In a country, in some country, or rather in a developed country, they will come out to speak to the people to let you know, okay, we are aware of your displeasure or dissatisfaction and all that. We're going to look into it. But nobody is addressing us. All we are seeing is that the same satanic APC, they are insulting us in the likes of Festus Keyamo, choosing his Twitter account to insult Nigerians. In fact, it's so sad. It's very sad. Then you see the people that are supporting the same satanic APC, they come to our platform to insult us and, you know, and all that. Then I begin to ask myself that, are you a Nigerian? Are you aware of what APC have cost Nigerians till now? So you still have the goals, the mind, you know, to come here and insult what we're doing. Are you a human being? Do you have a heart? So it's really strange, to be honest. It's really strange, you know. I would like us to quickly move on now to I believe Madam said, do you wanted to say something because I see your hands going up? If not, okay, let's hear what they're saying here quickly. Let's hear what they're saying here so we can take it together. Guys, please like and share. Like and share. May God bless every one of you. I appreciate you all. To be honest, I do.
People who make us cry. The people who make us cry, they have no pity in their dictionary. Yes. They have no empathy in their dictionary. Yes. They have no feeling. I struggle, freedom cometh by struggle. Freedom come by struggle, freedom come. Freedom cometh by struggle. Freedom by struggle, freedom come. Some of you will begin to wonder, why are the entire youth of Nigeria not out on the street? Some of you will wonder why some of the people we grew up watching, speaking truth to power, are not speaking. Some of you will wonder why imams and pastors have become some of the greatest liars, some of them. Some of you will wonder why a policeman will join force with an INEC man and a copper to snatch and rig election in Nigeria. When poverty is weaponized, that is what happens. Every evil begins to happen. But you see, Nigeria will change. And Nigeria can change. And it can happen in our lifetime. But it's not going to come by a people who are afraid. It's not going to come by people who are not brave. It's not going to come by lily-livered people. No, we understand that all Nigerians cannot be strong. But there is what we call a critical mass of people. Those who can stand, come rain, come shine. Those who will stand through intimidation and fear. And we've had some people throughout all the generations. When you go to South Africa, we have people like Miriam Makeba. We have people like Fela Anikulapo. We have great leaders who refuse to give up. Many of them still stand beyond the parochialism, religion, ethnicity, and region, who do not care too much about the affiliations of parties, who do not care too much about class and whatever you give to them. If you look up, can you see the sun? Can you see the sun? Yes. You must be like the sun. We must be like what? The sun does not have respect for your father or your mother. Since the day your grandfather was born, the sun was shining. The sun does not have regard for your religion. It will stand and protect. It will stand and give energy. When we become like the sun, in the night we might go down, but in the morning we what? We will rise again. Somebody say we what? No matter what happens, we will keep rising. We will keep rising. We will keep rising. We will rise against any intimidation. We will stand for what is true and what is right. We will continue to evolve and shape our country through the electoral system, through the National Assembly. We must inject people who are fearless in that place. Not like that this morning people waited here. Not these people that can make laws and not stand by the law. Not all these ones that wear babariga and carry jeeps and go around. We are talking about critical people. There are still some of them there. In every sector, there are still people. Just like happened in the 2023 general election. Never in the history of Nigeria, young people, old people, mothers and people come out for this. They don't want you to come out. So some of you, they will give you money. Some of you intimidate you. Some of you, they'll ensure that they deal with you in one way or the other. But guess what? The moment you become like the sun, you become ageless, you become religionless, you become everything less, you become powerful. You gain the power of true religion. You gain the power of true Nigerian. You become that true African. Like a Mandela that will be in prison for 27 years and not give up. Like Leah Sharibu, who used to give up her belief regardless of the intimidation. Like Malala, like several other people, like Ghanaian and people who stand against everything, even if they poison them. These are the people that can bring change to Nigeria. And they are here today. Are you here today? Are we here today? Are you going to be afraid? No. Are you going to fall to intimidation? No. They have gathered enough to intimidate us, but we will not be intimidated. We will stand strong. And we are standing here and saying today that as we have come to the Supreme Court and to the Court of Appeal because of the cases that are going on, we just learned that the one in Supreme Court has been adjourned to what? To the 26th. To the 26th, right? We will continue to put pressure to ensure that the right thing is done. We believe that the judges and the judiciary will do the right thing. Are we lost hope in them?
No! It is their profession. They
will do it. And because of that, we will end our session today. We'll go home because it is marathon. It's not a sprint. It is what? Somebody say marathon. It doesn't end in 4 years. It doesn't end in 8 years. Listen, whoever comes in, maximum 8 years, the person is gone. Did Buhari not come in 2015? Where is he now? Did President Jonathan not come? Where is he now? Did Olusegun Obasanjo not rule us? Where is he now? Do not give up hope. No matter what happens, we must overcome. If we don't win today, we will win it tomorrow, but nobody will intimidate us. We will continue to expand our capacity. We will continue to expand our accountability. We will continue to expand our responsibility until we win. Somebody say until we win. Until Nigeria win. Until Nigeria win. Until Nigeria win. That is what we are continuing to do, and that's what we'll do. By tomorrow, we will announce we'll be out again. Is anybody going to stop us? No! We will continue to come out until the hearing is done, until justice is served, until power is given back to the people, until we collect that which belongs to us. We will not stop. We will stop at nothing until we get the kind of judgment that has no respect for bribery, the kind of judgment that has no respect for intimidation, the judgment that only has respect for the federal Constitution of Nigeria. That is what we need. That is what we will have. That is what it will be. Good night and God bless you.
Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate everyone. I would like us to quickly listen to this more analysis, in-depth analysis concerning I'll come back to the screen again concerning the 25% in FCT, because you see, this particular video that I'm going to play for you right now happens long time ago, even before this 25 issue or result was called out. So I want us to listen to this carefully. That this video is where you will get to understand that 25% of FCT is sacrosanct. It's very important. But what this satanic APC is trying to do now is to make Nigeria believe, or to intimidate the judiciary not to focus on the 25% of FCT. Let's listen to this.
First, you have the highest number of votes. Again, not the majority, because sometimes people confuse that. Majority means over 50%. Highest means even if you win by one vote. It doesn't necessarily have to be 50%. Yes, it can be one vote ahead. So the highest number of votes, that's the first condition. The second condition is that you must win 25% votes across 2/3 of Nigeria's 36 states, which is 24 states, plus it is an and FCT.
You must win FCT.
You must win at least 25% in FCT. Okay. So even if you win those 24 states, you have 25%, but you don't get 25% in FCT, there's a problem.
Wow. But that has just been an added one. That has just been included.
That is your constitution.
That is the constitution.
That is your constitution. And I'll give you the section of the constitution so you can go and check. That's your constitution.
That's the constitution.
Yeah.
That is the constitution. But as we speak right now, they are trying to bypass or pay blind eyes to that part, that section of the constitution. 1999 constitution as amended. They are trying to bypass it. Let's listen.
Nanjawo, please, can I make a little comment?
Okay. I thought we should finish. Let me finish the video first.
Okay. Just been an added one. That has just been included.
That is your constitution.
That is the constitution.
That is your constitution. And I'll give you the section of the constitution so you can go and check. That's your constitution.
That's the constitution.
Yeah, that's your constitution.
Well, Emmanuel, yes. I mean, it is 87 million, right?
Yes.
That's the number.
So just for people who are watching, section, for those checking who want to go and look at it, it's section 134 of the 1999 constitution, which talks about second round and third round and all of that.
Section
so we could take 134.
134.
So
even Mr. Steve for Arise was here when this analysis was being given. The same Mr. Steve is now the one saying that Tinubu have always won everything in his life. He's there. He's listening. Let's move on.
You technically go to a third round, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yes. So if your first round doesn't produce a winner,
so
that has the
you are the winner. You have the most votes, and you've gotten more than 50% in.
No, first round you win outright if you get the most votes and you have your spread.
Okay, and then this.
If nobody gets it and you still have popular votes, you don't win it.
Does that apply to the second person that comes into follows you?
So the second person is decided based on whether they win majority votes in majority states, and that's over 50%.
Majority votes in majority states.
Yes,
okay.
Right. So those two go to a second round. The conditions are exactly the same required of the second round. You must win majority votes and also have the spread.
But this time it's just two parties.
Yes, just two parties. If at the end of that,
Yeah.
you still don't have a winner, then you go into a third round where a simple majority will determine the president. So the requirement for spread is removed when you get to the third round.
Looking at the strength of the, let's say, the top three candidates. Or
All right, I'll stop that right there, guys. You see this same woman where they talk so, this same woman, so what's her name? I can't even remember her name. I think her name is
Kadara, something Kadara.
Kadaria. Okay, something. If
Kadara.
you go meet this woman again and with camera, go ask and say, Madam, please explain section 134 for us. She will not be saying, I'm not sure. You know, that time I was talking, I'm not sure anything I was saying was right. But at this particular moment now, you don't necessarily have to win FCT. This is what all of them are doing. They know what they are doing. If you say, now, let me the carrier come back to arise again, I promise you, she cannot dare talk down on Tinubu at this particular time. She cannot dare. This was before election. You see? Go ahead, sir. You wanted to say something earlier on.
Yeah, it was even long. I think it should be mid last year. So, and this woman, she's a core. I would say she's a PDAPC journalist. PDAPC, the satanic PDAPC. You know what I mean by that. So, when she was making this submission on Arise, you could even see the Arise newspaper analyst Steve and that Mr. Emmanuel Efeni. They were all saying the same thing. Yeah, of course. But the issue now is that that woman, I listened to one interview she held. She had like an interview for Atiku and Obi. You could even see her bias. She was very biased, so biased. So I'm not surprised that if she comes on air now, she will begin to swallow or be talking or not be speaking from two sides of her mouth. So really, this 5%, there's nothing anyone can do about it. They know that is the reason why Supreme Court just still they have adjourned it to on Friday, all right? On Friday. And it now begs the question, Supreme Court is the highest court in Nigeria. What are they adjourning for? They have two previous judgments on this 25%. Supreme Court, even the Constitution empowers it to even make laws. They can even make laws. So what is Supreme Court adjourning? They know why they are adjourning it is that they also want to delay on the ruling so that they will swear him in. So really, it's really sad. I saw this video this morning, and thank God you are bringing up. You are showing it us now. Thank you.
Can I interject?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, thank you very much, sir, for that submission. But I think what we can do is probably look for that woman and see if we can bring her here to come defend 25% again.
You mean Kadiria?
Yeah.
No, she will not come because at this moment you are not getting it. At this moment, these people cannot even go to Arise and channels.
Okay, they won't enter house. They enter house. They don't enter house.
Okay.
It's just sad. It just well, the reason I didn't probably speak for long earlier is just that I understand people. Spirituality is needed. We cannot undermine God's factor. God's factor is everything. But there are some things that God has given us power to do on our own that we cannot just fold our hand and just sit down. Today's 22nd. The day is when the time is winding down. It's not winding up. It's just counting down every day. And I'll say this again, like my Ghanaian co-worker told me in the office. He said, I think this guy is just going to stroll into Aso Rock like as if nothing happened, like as if there was an election that Mahmoud Yakub just declared him winner. They went to Tribunal, and Tribunal did not see anything. Supreme Court did not rule on the judgment, and he just freely just walk into our Sorok because nobody is questioning him. Now, today, they are inaugurating a refinery that belongs to one man, and we have several refineries in Nigeria and owned by governments that are not working. And one man can single-handedly build a refinery in that same country where you have virtually refineries in, I think, in Kano, in Warri, and then some other places. Owned by government, all killed. They now took that money and gave to one man, allegedly, to build a refinery, and that refinery will work. What an what a sad thing in a country that is flowing with milk and honey. Now, I mean, it's just, honestly, if we can't get it right this time with everything that we have in us, then we should just forget about it, because even God himself will be, I mean, before I was born, they've been praying about Nigeria go better, Nigeria go better. They born me, I joined them, I become adults. We are still saying Nigeria go better, Nigeria go better. Well, we'll continue to sing that song. When Nigeria will get better, we will all wait and see. Some of us would have probably end up in eternity. We'll still be singing that song, Nigeria go better, Nigeria go better. When we have the moment to take it right now by ourselves. Do you know how many people died in Plateau just yesterday? Over 125 people were killed in Plateau yesterday. Over 125. Just 3 days ago, we showed the number of people that have been killed. Over 63,111. Add that 125 to the number. The number keeps going up. And we make analysis about Turkey, how they were being alienated, wiped off, and people took over the nation called Turkey. Nigerians, I think somebody spoke about, it was Dr. Mo, talking about pastors, talking about imams, talking about traditional rulers, talking about the youth. Where are they today? I believe in Ajegunle, Onikpan, Iyanoba, Ojodu, Oyo, Ogun, Edo, Enugu, Abia, Imo, go to Kogi, Plateau, Bauchi, go to the north, Zamfara, Benue, Borno, everybody should come out and protest. This moment cannot slip out of the hands of Nigerians. How can your court decide that this land marking case will not be televised? And nobody is saying anything. People just sit down like as if nothing is happening. Nigerians is now or never. It is now on. This guy is just acting like as if nothing is happening. They just like as if nothing is happening, and it's going to stroll into Aso Rock, and then we all will just be looking like, oh, really? And Nigeria is going to be the first country in the world to have a drug baron sitting on the throne of power. A man that lied that he doesn't have dual citizenship, but we saw it. They even showed his passport. If it was a fake news, he would have come out and debunk it. They've not been able to debunk it. The man that said he's 71, the daughter is 65. People are being killed every day. 125. Count 125 people and put them in a room. Just count the number 125 people and then put them in a room and see the crowd that will be there. That is the number of people that died in Plateau just yesterday, in the hands of wicked people. And the government could still go to a refinery launch. They can still go and open a refinery, not even dropping a flag. They didn't even say, let's drop a flag for the people that died. What an irony. What a wickedness in the nation. Where you have, I mean, you showed us in one building, over like 8 churches in one building. 8 churches in one building. And they can kill 125 people. The president, they don't make any comment. He can easily just fly on the jet and go to Lagos and go and commission a refinery owned by a man that they stole money and gave money to build a refinery for them. Allegedly. This is not Nigeria Watch statement now. It's my own statement. So don't own Nigeria Watch for it. It is my own statement. Because I asked Peter Obi, if you get there, I mean, I cite this situation to him. I asked him that question. What a wickedness. People in Bayelsa, where the oil is flowing from, they cannot fix the refinery for them. We have massive youth unemployment in Niger Delta. The Shell Institute have been killed, refineries killed, and one man can build a refinery in Lagos. And these wicked, nonsensical human beings put on their agbadas and then they went there to speak. And you have 125 citizens that died in that same nation yesterday. The president could not make a statement of dropping the flag.
Mandate, my dear brother. Please, let's follow up with what another group have emerged in the court premises, and information reaching me right now that all the police officers left. They have left the premises, you know, because they are trying to try the obedience to start creating chaos so that they can start killing us. They deliberately left all the because they protected the court before. All the police officer, everybody left. They just want. Let's follow up with this. Let's follow up with this and see what is happening. You know, listen, guys, please, if you are listening to me right now from Abuja, please don't engage in any violence, because these people, they get planned. You know, they go for you. They go for you. They know what they are doing. So let's follow up with what is happening here. Thank you very much, my people. Please like and share, like and share.
Sorry, are these ones supporting Tinubu or what?
This is actually funny, guys. This is really, really funny. Let me go small. You see the Court of Appeal, all the policemen, officers have gone away. Just they're looking for opportunity for crisis. They just want to attack the Free Nigeria movement, although the support of Labour Party. You can see the police have cleared everywhere they have left so that there will be a violence. They are just looking for violence up and down. But the Free Nigeria movement are not ready to give them any face for that violence, or they are not giving them any opportunity for that violence. You can see the Court of Appeal. The police have gone. They have gone. All of them, they have gone. In fact, those guys are just smelling. I can't even stand there anymore here. They are really, really smelling with their costume. You can see, this is the Court of Appeal. This is the Court of Appeal. All the police have gone now. The police, they have gone. Nobody again, no security personnel anymore, because they want to give opportunity for violence to strive so that they can stop this protest, this Nigerian youth protest. So you can see this is normal point where the police used to do their barricade. None of them is here now. All of them, they have gone. They have left because the APC supporters have come now. So all of them, they have gone. They have run. They have left their duty spot to allow both the Nigerian youth movement and the APC supporters to clash, so that they can have say. They can easily bring troops, maybe tomorrow against next sitting, to scatter everybody from being present at the Court of Appeal. It's really unfortunate. This is what our country is going through. The Free Nigeria movement, they have ended their session for today in order to restore peace. They don't want any problem or any chaos or any violence. So they have ended their session and leave the spot for the APC people to do their own rally. I love their spirit, man. I really love their spirit. It's very, very impressive. They have been doing this since last 3 weeks. Since they started, this Nigerian youth movement started their protest like 3 weeks after, the APC guys now took over from them and started going to their venue, their meeting point where they used to meet. So the Nigerian youth movement left their meeting point and changed to another meeting point. But up to now, they are still going after them, looking for violence. But the Free Nigerian youth movement are not giving them that space, that opportunity to carry on with the violence activity. So I really appreciate the Nigerian youth movement. They are just progressive-minded individuals that want a progressive and a better Nigeria. You can see this is Court of Appeal where the Nigerian youth movement got used to hold their protests. The police have cleared, they have left. Nobody is here to control anymore. So they are just looking for violence. It's really unfortunate. It's really unfortunate.
Can you imagine?
Nigerian people. Yeah. Great Nigerian people. Yeah. We, the people of Nigeria, we are telling the judges to the few judges cannot decide the fate of 200 million. Nobody went to court in America. They think they want to repeat January 6th in America here. We will not be gentlemen at all. They are calling for revolution. It is we, the people, that have the revolution.
Yes.
We are the people that will carry out the revolution. We will dislodge them. Yes. For every action, there will be a disproportion.
Let me just read
Tomorrow will be here at the end of this court section. Until the juries decide, the wise men. Because it is on and prepare for you. Than distracting us. Let us not distract them. Than deceiving us. If you come into the court, you'll be taking on. We are going to occupy everybody. We never look for trouble. Or you find us Yes. Yes, sir. I'm by name Ambassador Dr. Ibrahim Abubakar Bakati, National Coordinator with all support group nationwide. We invited, the support group nationwide and APC family, we personally invited all our members nationwide to come here in court day. We've been seeing opposition party intimidate. God is your office. If you are a barrister You are invited, but no anybody to go and intimidate our judges. That makes us to invite assistance because Tinubu, we that is why we are all here. So for that, we are telling any nanatity, if you prove nanatity, we answer you with nanatity. And from here again, we are force. So and we will be here till they say the court is end. So if the judges knows what to do, they should easily and declare us to go and do our.
Can you imagine? Direct threat to the judges.
Mr. Elvis, this man that is speaking is not Nigerian, though. That man is not Nigerian.
You cannot confirm that now. That is not Nigerian.
This is so disheartening.
The country is in a mess.
It's not a Nigerian talking. No, that's not a Nigerian person. Eh?
You cannot confirm that, madam.
You know, Mr. Elvis, that was what that man that called from abroad. I don't know the country.
1 minute, please. Let me put this. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Let's talk about this. I have to remove it. You know, somebody wanted to say something.
Yeah, the man that called in the morning, I think from abroad, he was telling you that Nigerians living in Nigeria, we are like kidnappees, like we are being kidnapped. So, and that is exactly what you are saying. You know, the poverty is so much that you can just
The situation, my brother, is that sometimes when you see the way some Nigerians behave, then you're beginning to ask yourself that, wow, is it the same people that we are fighting for? Is it the same people that are victims of killings, kidnapping, permanent suffering, and all that? You know, look at all of them that were there just now. Look at lots of the youth that were there clamoring that. Oh God, this is so disheartening, guys. Let me hear from you guys, man. Let me hear from you guys. I would like to start with Mother Patricia. Please talk to us. What is your take on what you just watched?
Oh, my God. With this APC, whatever they came with, is that masquerade or what they think they're doing there? But I love the spirit of the young Nigeria, the ones we saw before, the Protestants. They've gone away anyway, or they are there, but they just ignore them. I think that shows that these are the true people that want Nigeria to work again. You know, because these ones, they are just looking for trouble. Where were they since? We didn't see them since morning. But thank God they are coming now, because they will always come late. Tinubu came late, and everything that he would do, he's late. So now wake up from anywhere he is to think he wants to become Nigeria president. It will never happen. So I'm very, very grateful that no clash. And also look at the fact that the Nigerian police left. So which means they are in conniver. They know what they are doing, because I mean they are supposed to still be around there just to save life and property. You know, if it's a country that is working, that know what they are doing. You know, but now it's clear that they are in conniver to ensure that this happened. How come? They all have left. No one was there. So which means they were expecting a sudden clash, and then that, as a result, they will use that to stop the genuine protesters that are really patriotic and want Nigeria to work again. So it's good that they came late, and God will continue to disgrace them. God will continue to frustrate all their effort as He has been doing. Again, like the man that I was talking just now. Look, I have interacted with a lot of Africans and a lot of Nigerians. That man is not a Nigerian. That English is like all this, Guinea Conakry and all those areas. That's where that man come from. So I'm not saying allegedly. I'm confirming that that man is not a Nigerian. Listen to that English very well. Pidgin, now our own. Now we be pidgin. So if you speak Port Harcourt pidgin, I know. If you speak Hausa pidgin, I know. If you speak Igbo pidgin, I know. So there's no pidgin in Nigeria anybody will speak, or even the way they will speak it. I can tell you exactly that that man was not a Nigerian. So and it's a shame, because really this just proves that we are being infiltrated by other African countries. No wonder the so-called Buhari said he was going back to Niger if Nigerians trouble him. But before you go back, Buhari, what you can do, put Nigeria back. You cannot bring all the money yet. That money will take from you. But at the moment, bring at least, tell them, make them stop all these shenanigans they are doing before you go. Because anywhere you dey, whether na Niger you dey, wherever you think say you dey run, they go. We go come drag you from that place. We go drag you. We go come drag you. Make you know say yes, Nigerians not be fool. We are kind. We have a loving and genuine Nigerians are kind. True Nigerians are very good people. It's only the wicked ones that have come to meet themselves among us that make us look like Nigerians are bad people. Nigerians are not bad people. So anywhere you go, remember we'll come and drag you. And judiciary, do the needful. Do the needful, because what you are playing with is bigger than you. It's bigger than you. It's better you be on the side of God, and on the side of God is the side of the people. And who are the people? The people that are oppressed, the fatherless, the motherless, the widow. Those are the people of God. Those are the ones God want to help. So you better be on that side. You people better be on that side, because otherwise, you too, you will not escape the calamity that is going to fall upon all of you. Thank you, Mr. Elvis. I think I will leave it here. There's so much to say. But
God bless you. God bless you. Yes, there's so much to say. We are going to continue with that by 6 p.m. Nigeria time. So I like everybody on the panel to speak now, so we can round up this and prepare for you for by 6 p.m. People. Yes, I would like to move on to the next person right now, which is Madam Nena. Are you still with us? Okay, Madam Nena, you left now. Okay, Shukuna, so please talk to us, your final submission as we're rounding up.
Okay, thank you. So see, like I was saying, most of those APC talks you are seeing, they are imported, and they are paid. So, but poverty is a deliberate creation of Nigerian politicians, whether in the north, but predominantly in the north, in the south, everywhere. So because it's a weapon, I see poverty as the greatest manipulative tool in the world. After poverty, then illiteracy and ignorance. So poverty is number one. So really, it's sad. It saddens my heart when I see people actually being paid. But the APC, they do it a lot. In some 2 years ago in New York, during the UN General Assembly, they also pay people to come and protest, pay them about I think $50, even foreigners. So these people, they are not corrupt, because I tell people that Nigerian politicians are not corrupt, because corruption is in US, is in UK, is in everywhere. But in Nigeria, these people are demonic. They are irredeemably satanic. You can't redeem them anymore. So, but it's sad. But really, what they want to do is cause crisis with the Free Nigeria movement, and they will now say we have banned protests in all social perimeter away from Court of Appeal. But that will not work. That will not work. So God will really help us. Thank you for what you are doing, Mr. Elvis.
Mr. Elvis, I'm here. I was trying to switch from my laptop to my phone because I'm trying to step out of the house and heard when you were calling me.
Okay, thank you, Shukuna. So thank you very much. Okay, go ahead, Mother.
Okay, yeah, thank you so much. Anyway, since we're coming back by 6 p.m., but just all I have to say here first of all, I like the spirit of the real Nigerians, that genuine people, that when all these masquerades, all these stinking, smelly people came out, they were wise enough to step out, because from the from what the person that was recording the video was saying. As soon as these people came there. So that tells you there's a communication going on, you know. And immediately these people came, the police decided to step aside. And what they were expecting was that there would be a clash. And if the clash happens, and then they would not use it, they're just using it for every avenue, every excuse to keep perpetuating the wickedness and the evil that they were perpetuating. There's something the last speaker just said, that our Nigerian politicians are not just corrupt, but they are evil. And I believe that, because there's no way that there's no corruption. In America here, there's corruption. Most of these politicians, every day you see this one is caught doing this one is caught doing that, blah, blah, blah. There's corruption, you know. But our own is that they went ahead, they went above corruption, and they are just demonic, satanic evil. That, like, their heart is so darkened with wickedness, and I don't, they're not, honestly speaking, like you always say, there is nothing good that will ever come out of this bunch of leaders that we have now. Nothing good. And when you look at these people that are dancing, first of all, when I saw them, and there's even though I didn't understand the language you were speaking, but it was sounding like River State kind of language. I don't know how to understand, to be correct. I don't know. And when I saw it, I said, this thing has a mixture of Agbado and Wike. Like, it has a mixture of it in it, you know. Because it seems like these are the people, like, okay, this like let me help you organize some evil people. And they decided to come out in an attire that will maybe to scare people, to make people. And that was why I posted on video. I said, this is the witches that they said that endorsed him. These people are apparently some paid people. Of course, and APC can never do anything that is genuine. They can never do anything that is clean. They can never do anything that is normal. And when you hear the voice of them and the voice of the people, that the genuine Nigerians that were speaking, you will hear that what the tone of their voice is different, you know, and that tells you the real people who are fighting for Nigeria and people who are just fighting for their paymasters. And it's so unfortunate, like you say, because when you look at this group, what you see there are a group of young men. I mean, it's majority of young men that are there. These are people who have been mortgaged. I don't blame the person that said Nigerians look like people who have been kidnapped and they cannot do anything. Nigerians have gotten to the point, a lot of Nigerians, not all of them, a lot of people have gotten to the point where they are, where they seem to love the chain that they are in. And if you follow these people, if anybody follows them, after this, their madness that they displayed, and this their foolishness that they displayed, well, if anybody follows them, you see them go one corner and begin to share the money. That's what they always do. That's what they always do. Maybe most of them are not even being paid in full. Maybe they promise them to 2,000 and then they give them an advance payment of 500. Before dawn, you hear them fighting to get their balance of the money. It is so unfortunate, you know, that this is where we are, and that the law enforcement agents are being used to perpetrate this madness, because you cannot tell me that it was just a coincidence that as soon as these people came out, the police decided to disappear.
Exactly.
It's not a coincidence at all. And, you know, if this thing does not scare anybody, I don't know what will scare us. You see these things that are happening, it scares me to my marrow. It scares me to my marrow. How deep in, how unsafe, how devilish and how dark the Nigerian society have become. That the law enforcement agent immediately, what is the essence of it? In fact, it's even in a situation like this, when two opposing parties are protesting, that is even when you need to see them more. That is even when you need to see them more, you know, the more of their presence and more of their action. That's when they were supposed to take guard, because they know that anything can happen. But for them to disappear as soon as these people came out, it speaks volume. It speaks volume. And it's, like I said, it's a very scary situation. If every Nigerian, like, you see the wave of this thing that is happening, the wave of this thing that is brewing. For any well-meaning Nigerian who think this is a time for you to say, I beg you, what's my own? But whatever they want to do, let them do. This is a very dangerous position to take at this point in time. If anybody has been taking that kind of position, hitherto before now, this is not the time to take such a position, because what is coming to hit Nigeria? What is coming to hit Nigeria? Hey, Jehovah, both the old, the young, the middle, everybody will feel it. Everybody. And when I say everybody, I mean everybody, including the likes of Festus Kayamo, because what is coming to hit this country? Hey, Jehovah, nobody will escape from it. Nobody will escape from it. So if anybody is sitting somewhere, you say, I beg, let me go find my food. I beg it. What is this? Nigeria don't too much for me. A time will come when you will look for the word too much. You cannot even find that word too much. Because what is going on now? If people don't wake up, and honestly speaking, I do not want to believe so much in this idea that the only people that do need to protest are people living in Abuja. Because the truth about it is that the voice of everybody needs to be heard, irrespective of the corner of the world where you are. We that are speaking, we are not in Nigeria. We are not in Nigeria. Everybody's voice needs to be heard from whichever part of the world that you are. If you are a well-meaning Nigerian, if you are in Lagos, match up. You don't need to go to Abuja. The important thing is just be on the street so that the people that needs to see will see that every part of Nigeria that people are angry. It doesn't have to be left to people that live in Abuja. I don't believe that. I believe because I see in this country when Americans were most of these are protests like the Black Lives Matter and everything. Maybe the thing happened in Missouri, and you see every corner of US, everybody will be doing their own Black Lives Matter. It will be a nationwide protest in your own corner. People in New Jersey will be doing, people in New York will be doing, people in Maryland will be doing, all protesting for one thing. But the actual place that the thing happened is in Missouri. So that is just the thing. Nigerians need to understand it. So to say that it's just the people in Abuja that will make a difference, no, it's not just that harmful. It's not just that's harmful. Whichever part of Nigeria you are, people need to wake up. Nigerians cannot afford. If you think that this is the time, you cannot. In fact, you can. If before you were able to gulp that foolishness with a bottle of beer, this time around, a bottle of beer cannot gulp this foolishness that we're seeing. It's getting out of hand. What is this? It's really getting out of hand, and it's getting scary. It scares me to see that this is where Nigeria is and where Nigeria is going. It scares me. I don't know how anybody would think that a man who is incoherent, a man who doesn't even have a clue where he is, or only God knows how people they will keep beside him on the day of the so-called inauguration, to be waking up, tapping him up, to wake him up at every second. Because this man doesn't even know where he is. And people think that such a person can pilot the affairs of a country like Nigeria. Are you guys for real? Are you guys for real? This is why I'm terrible to what is coming to you people. Hey, Jehovah Nissi. I just need to wake up, oh. I just need to wake up. You see this thing that is happening. Oh my God. It's giving me goosebumps all over me. Like it's giving me headache. We that in abroad, you can't say it's okay. Things are okay where you are. Even the food you see to eat, when you put it, don't even taste good in your mouth anymore. When you think of what is going on in Nigeria, you can't even enjoy anything. Sometimes I feel like I just need to just log out of Nigeria and just enjoy my peace for a while. Honestly, I can't bring myself to that point where I can enjoy, because each time I open the news, the kind of nonsense I see. You open Twitter, this nonsense you see, it pisses me off and it gets on my skin so badly.
Very sad.
The like of Kayam is having a field day, talking nonsense all over the place.
Yes.
Talking nonsense all over the place, having a field day. He just made one stupid tweet now.
I'm coming for Kayamo by 6 p.m.
Oh my God. Anyway, let me just leave it for now. It's so sad. It's really sad. Anyway, since we're coming back later, thank God I'm not walking to that. I hope I'll be able to make it to the panel. Thank you so much, Mr. Elvis. Thank you, everybody on the panel. Thank you, people thank you, many Nigerians that are coming out every day to air their view on these things. Please, if what is happening in Nigeria is not giving anybody, it's not scaring you. I'm scared though. I am scared for Nigerians, so I am really scared. Nigerians need to wake up. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Madam Nena. God bless you. Thank you. All right. I would like to hear from One Love. One Love, thanks for joining us this afternoon. Please give us your take and a final submission.
Good afternoon, Nigeria.
Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon. It's so sad.
That's not me.
Okay, One Love. Okay.
No, One Love, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I was just going to make a correction. I said that was not me.
That was not what?
I thought it was Sunshine. I thought it was Sunshine. Sorry.
No, not Sunshine yet. I'll come back to you, sir. One Love, go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Najawash. Am I audible enough for you?
Yes, very good.
Okay, thank you. I want to thank you again for everything that you do. Sometimes I feel like I don't really know how we can thank you. You come out and do this every day. It takes a lot of grit and zeal and courage. So I say thank you very much, and may God continue to bless you.
Amen.
I did watch some of the videos you posted. I think let me just start with Kaderia. Kaderia is a lady that has been fighting with APC, PDP, I mean, basically, he's been fighting the Nigerian people with those guys, you know. Dating back to 2019, 2015, and all the way back, this lady has been bought and paid for by these two parties. So whichever party pays her more, she dance to their tune, you know. So if you go back now and interview her and ask her to repeat everything she just said in that video a few months ago, she's going to deny them, and she's probably going to tell you they are fake news. You know, that's just how she is. So I'm not too surprised that, you know, she's able to make such statement, and she probably might retract everything when you go back and talk to her. Looking at these guys that went to Abuja to protest for APC, it really saddens my heart. Sometimes, you know, I'm here in the States. Sometimes I just stay in my room and cry. I'm not crying for, you know, what to eat. I'm not crying for, you know, how to live and things like that. I'm only crying for us black people, you know, because when you look at guys like this, you can tell they've been paid, they've been bought by APC to oppose Peter Obi from the beginning. You know, they just want to make sure they derail this train that is going on. But I promise them they will not be able to. They will try everything they can, but they can't stop Peter Obi from this, you know, mandate. I don't get it why some guys, people like Festus Keyamo and these guys that are protesting right now, will try to fight against the Nigerian people. But again, you know, after some time, I begin to realize that these are just the house servant. You know, I call them the house servant, but if you read the book of Malcolm X, he called them the house end. I don't want to use the word here because of YouTube censorship. You know, these are people that basically they've gotten money from their masters. They will tell you whenever you come to them and ask them to join you to fight for freedom, they will tell you, no, I'm not going anywhere, bro. I think I'm getting everything where I am. I'm getting clothes, I am getting food. Where else am I going that is better than where I'm living right now? These are people like Festus Keyamo. These are people like the guys that are protesting in Abuja right now. Whereas the guy who has been working in the field, you know, the guy who is the field servant will tell you, look, I will do everything possible to make sure my master is dead. I will do everything possible to liberate myself. I will do everything possible, even if my master's house is on fire. I'm not going to go ahead and try to turn that fire off. But the house servant will tell you, oh, if I see my master's house on fire, I'm going to be the first person to get there to quench that fire. Why? Because he's getting food from the master. These are the guys. These are the guys, the real enemy of the people that are fighting against us. These Festus Keyamo and the guys protesting in Abuja right now. These are the people that need to get out of the way for us to succeed. Because most of the time, these politicians don't do these things by themselves. They pay these puppet servants that they push around to fight against us. So I really weep for us. And I really wish most of us can open our eyes, wherever you are, if you're in Nigeria, anywhere. Open your eyes to see that we've been used for far too long. Politicians are there to make their gain, and we are not going to get anything out of it. If they pay you, I don't know how much they pay you, 2,000 naira, 1,000 naira, let's count it, 100 million. It's not enough for you to sell your country out. It's not enough for you to fight against the people. At the end of the day, we are going to suffer these things. I think I listened to your part of your show 2 days ago or so. One of the guys came out and confessed. That's just what's going to happen to you. If you don't leave these guys alone, if you don't leave their money, if you don't give back their money, you are going to be going everywhere to confess the evil things that you've done. Please stop fighting against the people. We want to move Nigeria forward. Return whatever money they've given to you, because it's not going to help us in the long run. Please. And for the ruling in the court today, I'm really sad, because I was expecting for the judges to be able to, you know, give us a positive ruling, because I felt like Nigerians have these rights and the ability to demand for them to broadcast the hearing live, because at the end of the day, these judges are being paid by taxpayers' money. You know, these executives or whoever is running, who is in charge of the judiciary, they are being paid by the taxpayers' money. So I don't see the reason why Nigerians can't demand a live broadcast of what is going to happen in the courtroom. And Keyamo is calling it a cinematography. That is bunch of BS. Because when you go out there and steal Nigerian money, you shock it over to the West, you don't call it a cinematography. We are just demanding what belongs to us. I don't see what is wrong with you broadcasting what is going to happen in the courtroom. If you believe you won the election and the election was free and fair, why don't you display it to the world to see? Bring your evidence. Put it out there. So you can call the president of the United States, you can call the president of Russia, call the prime minister of Canada, call all these countries and tell them, yes, I'm beating my chest. I won the election free and fair. Why are you hiding from the public? Let us see what is going on in the courtroom. If you believe you won the election, you know. So, but again, it's kind of what it is. When I saw that the ruling this morning, I was kind of split because I know some of the judges are bought over by now. You know, most of the time they are just going to play these things out, play it out for us to see, and make it look as if everything is going smoothly. They are going to deliver a fair judgment. At this point, I feel like, please, Nigerians, wherever you are, if you're in Nigeria, I know it's difficult. You probably don't have the ammo, you don't have everything to withstand the army, but please do all you can to protest peacefully. That's basically all you can do right now. I know a lot of people are scared, but go out there and do what you can. I know there is hunger in the land, plus, please do what you can. Assist as much as you can. Nigeria Watch come out here every day. Most of the time, we don't have the time to join him, but he's always here. Let's try to assist him any way we can, because we have to move Nigeria forward. Please. Thank you so much, Nigeria Watch, and thank you for all that you do.
God bless you, sir. Thank you for your submission. Thank you. God bless you. All right. I'll call on Sunshine now. Sunshine, sir, please talk to us. Give us your final submission.
Good afternoon. This is not even my this is my first submission, so I have to be brief on it. So,
okay, but this is not your first time on the panel, right?
No, I'm always here in Nigeria Watch.
Thank you. I know, sir, I just see this name many times. Thank you, sir.
Many times. Right. So, we don't have to see sometimes, and when good things are coming, yeah, the quiet part. I've learned so many things for those few months about Peter Obi. Sometimes you just have to be quiet and let God fight your fight. Even we are not putting God first, but we know we have to take it by the violence. The Bible says that the violence take it by force, but you have to be observant before you take it by force. So what has really happened? Even if there's streamlining, they didn't stream. It does not. But our mandate will be brought back. But for the people that are protesting, we have to understand that this is Nigerian people. There are people that can't be even paid, even on this their protest today. They will still fight themselves for just 1,000 because the hunger is in the land. But the more we give them more awareness, because they are using the northern part of Nigeria to be as a tools to fight. Hello? Am I still on?
Yes, we can hear you, sir. Go ahead.
They're using the northern part. Sorry for my northern brothers. If any of my northern brothers are here, though it's not, sorry for that, but they're using the poverty and the northern side to fight the other parts of Nigeria. We are not deliberating on that, but it's the truth, because you can go over there and you can just pay someone a little of 5,000. 5,000 is too big. 2,500, and they'll be in the street, and they don't even know the cost of what they are fighting for. They don't even know. They only just to hold that black hat and come out and tell the populace that this is who we are supporting. Because they are not educated. Like that man that was speaking just now, he can't even speak fluent English. That's it. So we that are in the struggle, because it has been in the times of old that the ones that has been in the struggle will always be strong, and we always focus no matter the struggle. If you are an oppositing change, you have to be strong, and you understand that there must be bruises upon you, but you have to move on. That's the principle, Peter Obi. You have to move on, and you have to be tactical, and you have to know your next move. That is life for me. So we don't have to worry all the time. Before I would say, we will have to, even where I am today. Do you know younger ones, even those that have even traveled, they still believe that it's a Yoruba cause, that Tinubu is a Yoruba this thing. They still believe some of my Yoruba brothers, like they still believe that he has to be there. He's a Gbolo, he's this and this. I said, come, you as a young man, you send money home. People complain to you every day. The same thing that my people complain, that even the money they send, nothing is happening. Their life is still like that. So you still believe it, and you are yes still shouting that you don't have money, you want to die, and you still believe it's a Egbon. You don't know this is a Nigeria cause. This is, now we are here now. People will always tell us, go back to your country. What are you doing here? Do you know the shame? Do you know every time, even nobody telling you that, what are you still doing in my country? Do you know? And I can see myself, even in my country, the same thing happen. Okay, why can't I be here? So you can understand the pains of even the ones that are still the ones that are still educated a little. They don't even know what they are passing through. This is the problem. They just believe it's a Yoruba. My tribalism have eaten Nigeria to the extent that we don't even know where we are going to now. But I can tell you that fast, that those that are resilient, that we are going somewhere. It was not easy, and it would not be easy. The journey, even the journey of life, is not easy. If you want to crave for change, you will lose things and you will gain things. It is normal. When you are zero your mind, it is normal. I thank God our principal is still standing today. Is still standing on that principle of they have not found him wanted in any corruption, in any other thing. That's one thing I'm happy for today. So there's one man in Nigeria that can still raise up his hand that say, I have not done it. It's a legacy for even my kids to come. My people, I will tell that there is one person that you can still point about. Even like me today, I can still tell myself, yes, I can still be that good man without even staining my hand on something. So I can still make it. So one man in Nigeria can't even be corrupt to the extent even the elite do not even know anything about his corruption. They didn't even see any drug cases. They didn't see anything incriminating about him. He's clean in Nigeria. That means Nigeria can still be better again. So I don't even have much to say. We should just be strong. Leave all those challenges. What was it called? Apapa came, nothing happened. We have been in this struggle right from almost 8 months till now. We have passed through so many of those. So this is not the time. This is just a crayfish, this thing. So thank you. Thank my Nigeria Watch family. God bless everybody.
Sunshine Love, God bless you, my brother. If I have to add to what you just said, it's so fortunate that good people face a lot of difficulties in life.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
Yes.
And you just have to face it. That's life. Good people always face difficulties in life.
That anybody is against someone like Peter Obi, I'm beginning to ask myself, why?
Why will I be good? That's why I keep telling myself, Nigeria, I was sorry for this last word. I will always be good. No matter how it's painful, to be good is very painful. But to be a betrayer, to do rubbish is very easy to do. People will laugh at it, it's normal. But if you want to make a change, people will always fight against you because they are benefiting from that thing. It's not from Oppo, it's from even the down, from the lowest to that crayfish seller in the streets. If a good person wants to change this, don't pay this person so thing. He will say no. He rather wants to go to that place that is evil. Say that's what we did do am. That's Nigerians word. That's what we did do am. That's what they always did now. You don't know the system. You can understand. It's very, very difficult, but we will change it. But if one man has stand up and said we can change it, and we can, and I'm very happy for the last thing I will say. A man in Nigeria, upon all they say Nigeria are corrupt. Nothing has been found, and he has been in power. So what are we saying? Nigeria can be better again. So it's a good cause that I'm with Peter Obi. Forget the tribe, forget anything. I'm an honorable man, a typical honorable man. I will tell you today, I'm there with Peter Obi. because we believe in one Nigeria. It can still be better. So let me leave other people to speak, please. Thank you.
God bless you.
my
Yes,
Niger
it can still be better, man. Thank you. God bless you, my brother. Endeavor to join us by 6 p.m. We're going to be coming back again for a proper update on what happened today and furthermore. Okay. Let me go to Onero. Onero, thank you very much, sir, for your patience. Please, I'd like to hear from you quickly.
Yeah, thank you all. God bless you all. Mr. Nanja Watch, Mr. Elvis, and all the panelists, the ladies, I've been following up from, if I don't join, I always follow up, you know. If I don't have opportunity to join, I follow up all the time, you know. I'm encouraged. We need to keep speaking up, you know. On the issue of these Agbado people that came to Abuja, for me, I don't want to pay them much attention. The thing that faced Mr. Adewale, I listened to the interview or the calling that he made and everybody's contribution. I think it was 2 days ago or so. What happened to him will happen to all those that are opposing the good of Nigeria. That is what I will say about that. So I don't want to put them much attention. Our people are smarter. They are educated. They are enlightened. You know, they travel, they read, they study, they are graduates, they are intellectual, they are tech inclined, you know, so they get information quick and they act smartly, you know. So I believe in the obedient people. So that showed in several phases of our struggle. Then on our politicians, somebody is talking about that there's corruption. There's corruption in the US. You know, the difference is that there's punishment if you are caught for being corrupt, for stealing money, or for doing things that are not in line with the rules. Even the former president of this country is facing various legal issues, too many, both civil, criminal ones. You know, our politicians are not just corrupt. The former prime minister of England, you know, the UK, said Nigeria is, the politicians are fantastically corrupt. Then on the judges, for me, I've said it on the polls you post all the time about the judges. I always tell or click or vote, I don't trust the judges for anything. They are all corrupt. The level of impunity, the evidence, it's obvious. How can a judge in Kano cancel an election or nullify an election or say something or do whatever he wants to do in something that happened in Abia? Not that the people that that brought the matter to court, those you accused, those you gave judgment against, you never added them to the court case. You never gave them room to defend themselves. It can never happen anywhere in the world. That's the level of impunity. You know, at one point I read, or I don't know if it came up on this platform, some judges in Nasarawa State, they didn't have a law degree, they didn't go to school, they made them judges. So I don't know. That's the level of impunity that we are fighting against. That's the structure Peter Obi said he wants to destroy, which we are fighting to destroy. We'll destroy it and repair it. We'll destroy it and restructure it. All the evil people. Then the evil APC people. Every time. I feel bad that Nigerians still support them. People across Nigeria still support them. They still have some level of support across Nigeria. They still do. You know, despite them causing us so much pain. I told some people, you can't reinforce or give power to those that cause you pain, to those that put you in poverty, to those that cause insecurity. How in the world will you go and vote for such people? They shouldn't get one vote anywhere. You know, then generally I want to encourage everybody as we keep the fight going. We still need to pray, even though prayer may not just be the thing we need, but it's part of the thing we need to add so that God can turn things around in our favor. You know, the Bible said there's no impossibility with God, basically. You know, with God, all things are possible. You understand my point? Then, lastly, on ethnicity, religion, and tribalism, that is what the APC people, the PD people want to bring in to divide us. We won't be divided. The obedient movement will stay strong. The obedient movement cut across every facet: Christian, Muslim, pagan, North, West, East, South, all of them. The Agbado people, the APC people are the tribal bigots. They are the ones that are doing all the nonsense. It will consume them. That I will make my submission with that and wait if I have opportunity to join later in the day. Thank you.
God bless you, sir. Thank you so much for your submission. Yes. Let me quickly move on to the next person here, which is Mr. Daniel Ogu. Thanks for joining us again, sir. I don't know if you can hear me. Mr. Daniel, are you there? Mr. Daniel, we cannot hear you at all. Okay, I'll come back to you, Mr. Daniel. Let me see. Hello, sir. Okay, we can hear you now. Talk to us, sir. Good afternoon to you.
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. Okay. Oh, yeah. Can you hear me now?
Thank you.
Okay, me too, I can hear you loud and clear. Now, the thing is that I will ask someone to put me in a clear picture of what exactly transpires in the tribunal. I'm not aware of what as people have been given to the inner press to televise the proceedings live on the air for all Nigerians to view or to see what is happening, because all of us, we cannot get to the tribunal at the same time.
All right, Mr. Daniel, thank you very much. I can see that your submission is very, very slow. So even before you get this now, it might take a while, but still, we are going to be passing more information on that by 6 p.m. on the telecast information. So please endeavor to join us by 6 p.m. so that we can pass that information to you. But in the outcome of what happened today in the tribunal, at this particular moment now, we don't have the full details yet. So we're also going to be passing that on by 6 p.m. here, Nigeria time. Thank you very much, sir. All right. Let's quickly move on to give us a mandate. If you are there, give us your final submission, sir.
Well, thank you very much for all that you do. Thanks to everyone on the panel and people in the comment section. Thank you so much. Well, I think by now we should have understand that this whole situation is beyond tribal lines and people calling to speak about Yoruba and all of that. If there was any tribe that actually gave support to Peter Obi, I think the well-meaning Yorubas in their numbers have done their best. Payo Akinbanjo is a Yoruba man, and he goes all out. In the picture that you have on the screen now, the man that sits beside the chairman is a Yoruba man, Akin Oshitokun. I've been on this platform.
No, if you are talking about the people that give support, my brother, don't mention Akin Oshitokun. He's working, he was hired.
Okay.
If you're talking about yourself, that's a different thing. Don't mention people that were hired because they are working for their money. You
Okay.
understand? So it's not working for free. Thank you.
Well, regardless, I mean, Yorubas I'll just speaking on that. I think so.
Yes, I know. Yorubas have done their best. They have played their part. But if you are mentioning people that is working selflessly, mention people that is not working for the money. This man was hired and he was paid. So, and he have worked for Article before. He have worked to different parties before. So he's with us right now. That is fine. He's with us. But talk about yourself that nobody paid you. If you mention yourself as a reference as a Yoruba man and others that's not working for their money, like you mentioned what's the first part you mentioned just now? Please remind me.
Is it Adebanjo you want to remember?
Adebanjo, yes. But Adebanjo was not paid. These are the kind of people you should mention. Thank you.
Okay. Then someone like Dele Farotimi, and then the lady in Lagos that stood even in the heat of the election in Lagos State. That lady was there standing in when we were counting the votes in Lagos. But for people to just come online and say some things, I mean, I have something posted in the private section. I think that person is still on, maybe on still on the panel. You can go watch that video, and then you can get more education from there. But that being said, I think this whole situation is beyond tribal lines now. Because if I have to say some things here, I may be saying some things that will get some people offended, but I don't want to go in that direction because we've gone past this level. This fight now is not a fight about whether you're a Yoruba man, Hausa man, or Igbo man. This is a fight for Nigeria. The soul of Nigeria is about to be destroyed. The soul of Nigeria is about to be destroyed. And so whether you care about tribe or, I mean, that's not what you should, that's not your problem now.
The country is really about to be destroyed.
So
we can't let it to be destroyed.
So what you should care?
We're not allowed that.
So what you should care about now is how to rescue the nation. Even the devil himself have supporters.
We can't allow that.
So we just need to be on our. We just need to be at alert and do whatever it takes to get the nation back from the hand of these wicked people. Just yesterday, under national chairman surface in Labour Party, where was he before? The place of prayer cannot be overemphasized.
Yes, three wicked people. Nigeria must go back to itself. Nigeria must resume to the actual giant of Africa. So Nigeria will be.
So
nobody will be able to separate Nigeria. Nobody will be able to do Nigeria.
Is he responding to my statement or what?
Thank you, sir.
Those people will be divided. They will be scattered.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, Mr. Daniel. Thank you. Give us a minute. Go ahead, round up.
So at this point now, even the video that you played now, some people are saying that those in Abuja after the obedience and then Dr. Mo, that those are not Nigerians. That tells you that the nation is about to be besieged. Because you now have people, the borders are not, there's no border. Our borders are porous, open to foreigners. Somebody can just drive in from anywhere or fly in from anywhere and then tell you they are Nigerians. You cannot ask them questions. But the main thing here is, what are we going to do as Nigerians? Are we going to allow this whole thing to go down? That's the question we should be asking ourselves. Are we going to allow this to go down? Whether you're in diaspora, regardless of anywhere you are we going to allow this whole shire to go down? That's what we should be asking ourselves. Whether you believe it or not, I mean, all of these wicked politicians, they have their money to buy people. And they weaponize poverty. So it is highest bidder pays whatever they pay.
So, but we that are standing for the truth should come out and then tell ourselves, what do we want to do to get our nation back? Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, my brother. I would like to quickly add to what you were saying earlier on due to 1 or 2% submission. I will advise you not to bother about that at all, because people that are tribalistic, you can never change that. And apart from that, if you're also being concerned because they mentioned Yorubas, then you might end up even having headache, because you are a Yoruba man, you'll be playing your part all this why. And two, for the Yorubas that with Peter Obi that were paid, we should do reference to them whenever we are talking. Yes, it's a good thing they are doing their job. That's not a problem. That you were paid to do your job. Just like Keyamo. Keyamo is paid to do his job. But the unfortunate part of it is that that he's doing his job and people are going to die due to the decision that he's making. So anybody shouldn't come here now to reference to someone like Keyamo. Maybe, Keyamo is doing his job for Tinubu. No, he's not doing his job for he's just there selfishly because of the money. So the same way, if people want to genuinely reference to people, that should reference to the Yorubas that are doing this job, supporting Peter Obi, that are not be paid. People like you and others. If you have people want to talk about Edo people, they should talk about Edo people that are doing this job. People like me and others that have not been paid. Yes. When you now beginning to, refer to some selfish Edo people that have collected money, say, now Peter Obi must win. And tomorrow, if you stop paying them, then they move to another side, then that's not going to work. Obviously, we understand that people have infiltrated this movement with their selfishness, especially, on what they can gain. But yes, these people can be easily identified. Let's stand for what is right, my people. That is what I stand for. My platform does not stand for anything to do with tribalism or tribal war. I'm here for a better Nigeria. If we cannot have it now, divide the country and let everybody go their separate ways. That is it. Thank you. I would like to move on to the next person so that we can round up this session, which is okay. I think everybody have contributed, but I can see Madam Nena came back. I don't know if you came back because you have 1 or 2 things to say. Williams Winner, you came back as well. I don't know if you came back if you have something to say.
No, not really. I don't really have anything much to say anymore. I just
Okay, thank you.
Hello.
Okay, Williams Winner, do you have something to say quickly?
Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. I've been trying since morning. My network have been under attack since yesterday.
Oh, thank
you. But I just want us to keep us forging on, and what is going on. I really thank God for every one of us, both those of you that in diaspora and those of us here in Nigeria. We should always know these things, sir, that the battle we are fighting now is the battle between light and darkness. It's as simple as that. It's a battle between the oppressed and the oppressor. And the oppressed thought they have all power. I always mention it. The oppressed are rising up now. We Nigerians, those people that are saying the truth, we should keep on. We may not have weapon of artillery like bomb or like having command to control the troops, but our voice is more powerful. And I can see it is going far and far more than we are expecting. People are being scared because of what we are saying, because of the truth. We should keep on saying the truth. Like my brother over there gave us a mandate. I really love you, sir, for saying the truth all the time. I am a Yoruba man, and I know there's no way we are going to do it. Many people are going to be bought. Many people that are shameless, that are for their self-interest, we can't stop them. But they will continue to bury themselves. They will continue to dig their own grave. That's what I know. And I remember, everything happening in the Labour Party, happening with the people coming up, attacking our principal. You can't imagine today now. I was watching the inaugurations of the Dangote refinery this morning before I joined the show. I saw a principal there and many other dignitaries here. But you can't imagine something. The president-elect wasn't there. No, he sent his vice president there. You can see I don't know how to add that one in such a occasion that we are talking about the biggest refinery in the world. Now, the person that they so selected wasn't there. to even to talk. He had to send his vice there. It can give if that one is giving us an it shows that this man is just to control, to maim, and to be in charge by force. But I have this consolation for every one of us that we should not give up. I know we are coming back in the evening. We should not give up. Those people that are come and that are doing protests in at Abuja, you can see what happened after they left. Those people paid, came back. Those for other party came back, started doing their own protests as well, thinking or having planned to create chaos. But we are more wiser than them. Light will always overcome the darkness. I know many judiciary, they are listening to us. All those people thinking they are in control. They are not in control. The people that owns the nation are now rising up and they are going to take back their nation. Just see what happened in the Bible. Israelites didn't go to the land of Egypt or being oppressed. No. They went there with their own violation. They went there being embraced by the then Pharaoh. But what happened? Why did they become slave in the other people's country? But the promise of God for the Israelites is that they are going to be a nation. Though oppressor oppress them, making their lives so unbearable, but it day comes. They were rescued. Pharaoh don't want them to go, but I just want those people that are oppressing today to read the history, to go back to the history. The oppressed would never last long. Now I can see what has not been happening in Nigeria now happening. People are now awakening, and more is yet to come. People love the success story. People are envy people that are successful. They came with many things to make sure they are being identified with the success. That's what is happening in the Labour Party. Many are still going to come. But one thing is sure, as soon as someone send in the morning, we should be looking at our principal, his attributes, his lifestyle, and that one should be giving us courage. And all the well wishers of Nigeria too. Let us keep on saying the truth. We are going to claim back our country. And those people oppressing us, they should think like that, or they should look at what happened to Pharaoh. Every one of them are going to dig their own grave and they are going to perish there because people are going to be liberated. God did not create anybody to be oppressed by the other. Those people that choose the way of oppressor, maybe because they have power, or maybe because they can talk, or maybe because they are being bought with a price, they are going to lament at the end of everything because people are going to be liberated. Nigeria is going to be liberated. I must tell you that, and it is going to happen during at this our time. I keep on saying, Mr. Elvis, we are in the process of building, and we are going to build it together. All those people that want to oppress us, they are going to be discomfited. They are going to be destroyed by the power of the people. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much. All right, that is it for now, guys. We need to round up. Make sure you join us by 6 p.m. Nigeria time. In the next I guess about 2 hours or 3 hours from now, we're going to be coming back on air again to give you a full details of what happened today.
Make sure you take about 3 wraps of starch and black soup before you come back again.
Thank you very much, my lovely brother. All right, before I go on, let me quickly respond to Anthony Ola on the comment section. Anthony Ola, your comment was David, you are right. People who are tribalistic and all that. Yes. No, that's not your comment that I saw that I wanted to respond to. Okay, yes. This one, let me put on the screen. Anthony Ola, you said everyone is getting benefit one way or the other. Even Peter Obi was VP to Atiku. You cannot say because Osoteko is getting paid, it should be discounted. He believes in Peter Obi. No, you don't get it. Yes, obviously he did. He believed on Peter Obi, that Peter Obi can change Nigeria for good, and he's here. But what I'm saying, we approached him and please come and do this job for us. He agreed on a fixed price and we paid, and he's here doing the job for us. Fine. You cannot compare Osun Tokunt, that name is difficult for me to pronounce. Akin Osuntokunt, with someone like my brother now, give us a mandate. We cannot compare him with you, for example. You know, yes, he believes in what we are doing, but you did not collect money. You want Peter Obi, right? I don't know how to explain it. Give us a mandate, did not collect money, believe in Peter Obi. Obviously, Osuntokun believes in Peter Obi, but he's doing his job. That means it's just like, okay, let me say, it's just like my lawyer now, Barrister Michael Zehome, you know, he came here, and apart from he came here to talk to us, I talked to him privately. He wants a better Nigeria, but he's working for Atiku. He's doing his job. But have you ever seen him, for example, talk down on Peter Obi, even though he's standing for Atiku? Never. You will not have any video where Michael Zehome is talking down on Peter Obi. No. He listens to himself whenever he's talking. That makes him the proper and the real senior advocate of Nigeria. So obviously, Akin Osuntokun is doing a perfect job for us. But if we have to reference to people that is doing a selfless job right now, we should say it how it is. People like Mofi Ray, many more. In terms of, we have to talk about the tribal issue. But please, guys, if you are talking down on anybody when it comes to tribalism, don't generalize. Obviously, yes, we have them. We have tribal bigots everywhere. We have them in Yoruba. We have them in Igbo. We have them in Edo. We have them in Hausa. My problem is, don't generalize. Just say some Yoruba people are bad against this movement. Yes, I will allow you to say that. Some Igbo people are bad, of course. Look at some Igbo people that are testifying against Peter Obi. Have you not to see them? You want me to start mentioning their names now? They are there. If you use the word some, it makes sense. Some Edo people, yes, we have some. They used to be APC. APC did not pay them money. They moved to Obedient. Obedient did not pay them money. They moved back to Baba Asiwaju again. What are you talking about? We have them everywhere. If we talk about bad people, they are in every tribe. If we talk about good people, they are in every tribes. So please, let us stand for what is right. That's what I'm saying. Everybody must stand for what is right for us to have a better country. Apart from having a better country, how do you want to be remembered? What do you want people to remember you for? I've asked this question so many times. My people, now here we draw the curtain. We need to expatiate more on this holistically by 6 p.m. Join us here, and then we talk about it. Now, God bless you. Now, here, now we draw the curtain. Thank you very much, everyone that joined us today on the panel. And God will bless you now. I appreciate you all, directly or indirectly, one way or the other. You all are playing a magnificent part, you know, for a new Nigeria. I appreciate you all, my good people. Those of you that super chatted us today, may God bless you all. Those of you that shared our videos, may God bless you all. Those of you that liked our videos, may God bless you all. Those of you that called in, please, if I could not pick your call, you could not join the panel, don't worry. By 6 p.m., try again. You know, we are not selective here. I know, I'm still very, very sure that we are going to have a new Nigeria. No matter how this gra what these people they do, you'll see the way God will take disgrace them. You yourself will be surprised. Say, wow, I thought it was over. It's not over until it's over. Yes. Over. Thank you. Now God will bless you. Thank you very much, Williams Winner. Looking forward
to time to rest. Have time to rest, so please.
Yes. That's why I need to end it now. So I'll have the energy to come back again.
Yeah, God bless you, sir.
God bless you all. I'll see you guys in the next 2-3 hours from now. Bye for now.
I know they do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Show me love. Go to biza. Kama bara wa lo ninu ife kan akanbi. I know they do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Show me love. I go show you love. Kama bara wa lo ninu ife kan. But I know they do competition with anybody. love it. Ká má bára wa lò nínú ìfẹ́ kan.
I know they do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Show me love, I go show you love. Ká má bára wa lò nínú ìfẹ́ kan.
No, they do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Oh, tó bá ti sanwó fún Ṣẹ́gun Nàbí o, ẹ fẹ́ jókòó. Alákọ̀bí Ṣẹ́gun Nàbí. Alákọ̀bí Sábà Mẹ́la. Anybody? Anybody? Any bobo. Anybody? Mo ló ń fọlú, ó gbà mí bó ṣe rí mi láti kíníṣí. Délé mo ló ń fọlú, ẹ jẹ́ ń sọ̀rọ̀. Délé o.